heart of Savannah, where history and legend intertwine like the branches of ancient trees. In the heart of Savannah, where history and legend intertwine like the branches of ancient trees, there exists a world unseen by the ordinary eye. Here, the past refuses to stay buried, and the night is alive with secrets. Welcome to a city where the veil between the living and the dead is as thin as the morning fog, where creatures of legend sway among us, hidden in plain sight, and ancient pacts from the restless sway over the living and the supernatural alike. Lurking from the restless spirits that roam the old plantations to the mythical beings lurking in the shadows of the city's winding alley. Savannah is a place where every street corner hides a tale, and every night is the story of Savannah, and the story as old, where the supernatural is not just a whisper. This is the story of Savannah's secrets, where the supernatural is not just a whisper in the wind, but a pulse that beats through the very soul of this haunted city. Are you ready to uncover the truth? Welcome to Mythic Savannah.
thumbs.
Yes, Jill has to.
That
Jill
is a
is
good
my
idea.
thumb.
Volunteer.
I can't see your thumb. I can't
Wear
even
a
see
shirt.
you.
Dale, you gotta look at Dale. Dale has my thumb.
Oh. Are you purposely not on camera? Is that what's going
Yes.
on? Or
Yeah.
oh,
Yes.
Yeah, she
I have-
didn't listen to the advice of Asian stepdad from the Star Wars game for what she could do about the cold sore. So she's staying off camera.
oh. Why didn't you just wear your mask for your character? Your veil.
She probably didn't think about that.
I didn't think about that.
You can do that now.
No,
Okay.
because my makeup
Failure.
and stuff's not on. No.
I was like, get your
throw up
wolf mask.
Throw up a
Wolf
wig
mask.
and put up the mask here. No one's
Yeah.
gonna just see her. They're just gonna see your eyes. I'm telling
Don't you have like a cow skull or something?
No.
Wolf mask.
a cow skull?
No, a
No,
cow.
A
I have-
moo
Yeah.
a moo skull.
No, I have a goat
Oh, dang.
and a chicken.
Skull?
Yes,
Who's taking notes?
me.
Not it.
Oh.
So who is doing recap for tonight?
Tis I, because I did the notes last time.
All right. So
Oh, you need to get into. We need to get into our accents, George. We forgot.
Yeah, I did forget. Uh-oh.
And it's XP roll.
Oh yeah, we got to roll for Expo.
And birthday.
Yes, and we has a
Oh,
the birthday.
And Jerome got his files back, and
And it's the new
a while
year.
ago.
and
right.
it's the
Wait,
new
no.
year.
Wait a
it's
second.
Pie Day. It's Pie Day.
Oh yeah, and it's Friday too. Yeah.
No.
High
No, it's
day.
Pi Day.
Pie.
Hi day. Oh.
Hi.
Oh, it's
2.14.
pie. Yeah, it's
2.14.
pie.
Oh,
Yeah.
and it's also the
So just
Korean
multiply-
New Year. Korean New
Oh.
Year was not too long ago, so we should get XP for that too.
So multiply whatever you roll by 3.14,
Yes.
and that's the XP.
Wow, I honestly think I need to set the threat rating a little bit higher. For that.
No.
It sounds like that's what you're really telling me. That
Oh no.
it hasn't been challenging enough, and you want more XP
No.
to
And then-
deal with that.
So then what you do is you divide.
We don't want it to be harder. We just want more coolness for our characters.
I see. Gotcha.
Yeah, I could
Okay.
use a couple of cool points
Yeah.
here.
So, George, why don't you go ahead and give us the recap, pretty please?
Okay. So, recap. I apologize that my recap notes are always so long. So, last game, we had made it back to Earth after having rescued the two children from the Stragolay that we were able to fight and in the other world. We discussed the best way of returning the children to their parents, including deciding whether or not we wanted to remove the scary memories from the children's minds, which we eventually elected to do so. We found a way essentially to reunite the kids in a way that didn't draw too much attention to us, but it did end up with Charles receiving some accolades for his work in retrieving the children. 2 days later, Charles, Cass, and Sly, the Triple C team, and Sly went to go deliver the nails to the sorcerer guy up in Charleston. And they dealt with the ongoing issue of Char's curse, which was equaling a lot of bad luck. Cass lost a whole deck of cards. Let's see. As they arrived in Charleston, one of the cards was returned to them as the Tower, which had ill tidings attached to it. Let's see. They went to the Fiat Lux, where Char met a tall man named Dylan Lowe, who had extreme posture, a goatee, neat hair, and a discerning look. He touched a pocket watch and essentially encased them in a bubble in time, so that way they could discuss their dealings secretly. Charlotte, let's see. They talked about all sorts of stuff, including where she revealed to him that she was a mummy, which he found very interesting. He gave the item that we will need in order to find the Stragolay, which is a pair of glasses, and he informed us that the Stragolay cannot travel between worlds on their own, and they are taking advantage of the thinning veil between our world and theirs. Dylan also gave us the clue that he might be able to help us with something called hex rounds, which are essentially like magically coded rounds that will be helpful in defeating spirits. But the only way he'll do it is if Shar gives him an amulet of cloud walking and 2 vials of vampire blood, which you can source at Trader Joe's. Let's see. Yeah, there was a big kind of, there's a lot of romantic tension going on. Meanwhile, back at the plantation, the opposite of romantic tension happened as Cade was training Nigel, and Nigel got Quake 3 railgunned into paste, and Cade was lightning bolted into a tree and knocked senseless. By the time Eamon arrived and Cade was in a spot where he could do something, they had discovered that the people that attacked them had ransacked Sly's home, and they were wearing black tactical gear based on the footage that we had seen from the security cameras. The Charlotte team made their way back where another ominous tarot card appeared, the Chariot. Joe received a message from, I'm pretty sure,
It's
like
Joss.
Jocelyn.
Okay. Jocelyn is her name.
Jocelyn,
I always refer to her as Joss.
Okay, I couldn't remember. I couldn't find in my notes where her name was, so I just wrote Goss because I was like, oh, that's what I heard. But yeah, Jocelyn, the martial arts lady from the movie. Yeah. She essentially was calling Joe for a date, but Joe kind of
you could say blew her off.
Yeah, it was non-committal and went to go do work. Charlotte, or the Charlotte team arrived at the plantation where we discussed what to do with Nigel's remains. Sly went into his cabin and confirmed that the people that attacked and ransacked the place had taken his chalice, his super cool chalice that was given to him by mysterious folks for mysterious purposes. Let's see. Cass entered into the hut at Sly's request in order to glean some information about these people killing a chicken and doing so. During her vision, she saw the PX symbol that we saw in a previous stream, as well as some creepy singing peaches. And let's see, a smaller church on the corner of 2 streets where she heard the sounds of a shore. Then the peaches gasped as Cass saw a 7-foot-tall woman in black clothes, black hair, pale skin, and a barbed whip, who acknowledged Cass by saying, "There you are." And Cass was forced out of the dream, or out of the vision, and then she hugged Sly for protection. Wink. Meanwhile, back at the mechanics, Joe overhears a conversation of one of her coworkers talking to somebody, and that person ends up directing them to Joe. And this person is a tall woman in black clothes, black hair, pale skin, and says, "Hello, Jordan Abernathy. I've been looking for you everywhere."
I forget she's 7 foot fucking tall, or freaking tall. Sorry.
I don't remember. Was she 7 foot tall in real life?
Well, they described that as 7 foot tall.
Yeah, she's a big
whipping.
Okay, well, I knew she was that big in the dream, but I wasn't sure if she was 7 foot tall in the
dream
actual...
is reality.
Okay, this is Inception. Okay, but yeah, that is my super long recap.
Okay. So with the recap out of the way, I have ominously posted pictures in your Facebook group. There's a reason for that.
Facebook group or
Facebook chat, sorry.
Oh.
So there is
like
Tokyo no, not a car chase.
Oh yeah, that's what's gonna end up happening, I promise you.
Yeah, so to recap just a little bit as to what happened with Joe, she is at Midnight Motors, which is the garage that she works at, owned by the Giovanni. doubles up as a chop shop, but also has like private mods and whatnot that they do there for customers. So, the heavy scent of motor oil and gasoline clings to the air inside Midnight Motors, the Giovanni run chop shop where Joe works. The dull hum of a radio playing some old rock station barely masks the sound of someone stepping inside the garage. The low-end employees accidentally hit my keyboard. And the ghoul lackey to Mr. Milner, working in the shop, look up at the same time. Their breath catching in their throats. A shadow looms in the doorway, and it is the woman that I had described previously. A tall, broad, her shoulders coiled like a predator ready to pounce. Her eyes gleam with a wolfish hunger, and her expression a sneer of pure sadism. She looks directly at Joe and she says, "Found you." And for just a brief second, the garage falls into complete silence with just the faintest sound of 90s top 10 greatest hits, playing in the background as she reaches to her back. And you see, and you end up hearing the Mr. Milner's servant end up saying, "Hey, you can't be." And as he's talking, you see that barbed whip immediately pull from nowhere off of her back, and with one fluid motion, it cracks backward, bifurcating him in mid-sentence. And just in a second, you see him fall to either side, and she looks directly at you, as the others are shocked, and one guy's immediately starting to fumble for some sort of weapon. You have a half second to decide what it is you're going to do, Joe.
Okay. My half second will be spent pressing the key fob to start the engine on my car.
Okay, I will tell you positioning wise, if you're going to go to your car, you're going to have to go through her to get it.
Okay, so what car is on the...
I am glad you asked, because your fight or flight instinct is actually just hit. Tell her what she's won! Joe is in the Mandel Motors, a Giovanni run chop shop. That means illicit high-performance rides are lying around, all tuned for speed, power, and street racing. Here are the four cars she might be able to jump into, each with their own unique style and high-octane flair. Oh my goodness. Car number 1! A 1970 Dodge Charger RT blackened out demon. The classic muscle beast. Engine supercharged 426 Hemi. V8. 900 plus horsepower. Paint jet black with matte crimson racing stripes. Mods. Reinforced chassis. Bulletproof windshield. Nitrous oxide system. Because why not? The vibe. A roaring nightmare on wheels. This car is built for raw power. Perfect for smashing through obstacles and leaving a trail of smoke behind. Why Joe may want to grab it.
Gee, I wonder what car I want.
It's closest to the exit and already has the keys in the ignition, left idling by some dumbass ghoul.
Hop in the PT Cruiser.
Yeah, that's the PT Loser. What?
The PT Bruiser.
Option number 2. A 2018 Dodge Challenger SRT Demon, nicknamed the Widowmaker. Savage Speed Demon. Engine, 6.2 liter V8 supercharged Hemi with 840 horsepower under the hood. Paint, satin blood red with gloss black hood. Mods, wide body stance, drag radials, illegal ECU override for maximum output. The vibe. This car was built to kill lesser drivers. It's a demon's chariot, and if Joe doesn't be careful, it might kill her too.
What game show is this?
I love that we're all
the Fast and Furious
game
cars.
show.
Yeah.
Car number 3, the 2020 Nissan GT-R R35, the Black Phantom. Silent, deadly, and wicked fast. Engine 3.2 L-liter twin turbo V8 or V6, 1,000 horsepower tuned. Paint midnight purple with a spectral blue underglow. Mods carbon fiber everything. All-wheel drive stability control, launch control, ghosted license plates. The vibe. A modern street assassin, built for precision, grip, and insane top speeds. This is a hacker's getaway car meant for finesse over brute force. And the bonus option, a 1969 Chevrolet Camaro ZL1, the Death Wish. A Frankenstein muscle monster. Engine 7.0L twin turbo LSX 1200 horsepower. Paint flat silver with burn scars along the fenders. Mods roll cage, rear slicks, muffler delete, nitrous system that shoots blue flame. The vibe. This car has survived crashes that should have killed it. Like some undead muscle machine, it's got more power than sense.
Cool.
You have a half second to figure out which vehicle you're going to jump in. The first one? Okay.
Yep.
So, Joe, this is what you have chosen. Here is what you would know this because you know cars. So the Dodge Chart, and you've chosen, so we can't skip back. So,
Nope, it's fine.
how it's going to feel. It's fast in the straightaways, nearly uncontrollable on tight turns. It rumbles like an earthquake. Each gear shift feels like a punch in the chest.
Okay, that's okay. I know this town pretty well. I know the sharp turns on some most areas. So we'll see.
Okay.
Question: What car did she take?
She hold on one second.
The Charger?
The first one, the 1970s.
Yeah, the one that was basically closest, essentially.
So
And-
1970s Charge.
Oh, he's got a picture.
Yeah, I
okay,
wouldn't
okay.
Want to even touch that fourth car because I just appreciate it too much. So I'm not doing that one at all.
Okay, so you run at this point. You are heading for the Blackened Out Demon. That is its nickname.
Yep.
Give me a Dex and drive check as you are. It's idle at this point. You are gunning it to fly out.
Dex and drive. Okay. I am going to burn a will for an auto
Okay.
because I can. All right, so that's not bad. 7 with exploding 10s. I'll take it. Rolls. Okay. Difficulty 6.
Difficulty 7.
7. 5.
Oh, nice.
Oh,
Okay.
6 with the auto.
Okay, so you hightailed at this point right as you fly through the side door into the it's I don't want to say it's a backup garage. The garage itself is too deep. You can essentially fit
Like an extension of it.
yeah. Essentially, you can roll a total of 6 cars like into here. So there would be like a line of 3 and then a line of 3. And so you fly through the side door, and as you do, half of the door actually comes with you and like falls off to the side as you heard that cracking whip, and
Yep.
with ease it snaps the metal door in twain. And
That's cool.
And
See,
these
folks?
doors are not the wooden doors. These doors are the metal doors like you would see going into the automotive center at like Walmart or something. So it just cleaved that in two, and yeah, you've had enough of that noise. So
Howdy.
you run. It's idling for some reason. Maybe the minion who's already dead had been checking on it, but you jump into it, throw it into gear. So as you fly out and immediately kind of give it a quick turn, so you fly out the back down the alleyway. As Joe bursts through the side exit, nearly bowling over one of the hapless mechanics before jumping into the car that's already idling, the 1970s Dodge Charger RT. She slams the door, kicks the gas, and the screech of metal on concrete signals that someone is not wasting any time. And as you come flying out of the alleyway, you happen to glance in your rearview mirror and your stomach drops. That woman is in her own hellish hot rod, a slick, matte black Dodge Challenger, its headlights glowing an unnatural crimson. The engine roars like a thing possessed, a predator on wheels, and she slams the gas in pursuit.
And you're going to put that in the Facebook, right?
And putting what in Facebook?
The cars?
Yeah.
Right now I'm running a scene. I will look at anything later. So
okay, because I have questions.
You're not in the scene. So
you're not in the scene. So right now we'll have to wait.
Well, no, because I'm taking notes.
I understand.
Yeah.
I understand. We'll have to talk about it later.
Okay.
So so at this point, as you come flipping around the corner, the street lights are beginning to blur as both cars explode onto the night roads of Savannah. All right, so you need to give me, let's see, at this point you are coming up to the Starland district, flying down the road. You need to give me a, let's see, for sudden turn, you're going to need to give me a wits and drive check for a tight turn.
I told you to have taken the extra dot and freaking drive.
I thought you did.
No, I told you I was 1 XP short.
Okay.
Okay. So wits and drive.
Well, you still got a 3 in drive.
Yeah. Okay. Difficulty 7 still.
No, difficulty at 8 for this particular vehicle. It does not handle turns all that well.
All right, and I'm gonna burn another will for an auto.
Okay.
Dude, I got 10. I'm good. What? I don't have like disciplines I can spin them on. All right. Give me a second. So 6 plus 8. So awesome. Still awesome. 3 with the auto.
Oh, nice. All right, and and to let you guys know, the music for this particular scene is Rob Zombie's Superbeast. So as these two are you're racing down at this point, and you're unfortunately, because it's fight or flight. I mean, you're not like frenzy, but you've got to get out of here. You got to get someplace safe. You come whipping around the corner, not really paying too much attention to the other cars, but you knew enough about No, I mean in the sense of like you're hoping they get out of your way, not the other way around.
Yeah.
So, but you understand the car well enough to know, okay, this is going to take, I'm going to need to prep to try and take some of these tighter turns.
I need to take a wide turn to
and
prepare.
So you do, and you cut it tight, and so you just come like screeching into a very deft drift, hitting the next turn. And right as you hit it and you start going and you're picking up some speed and starting to get away, just because she can, which oddly enough is actually probably more terrifying the fact that she was standing right next to you earlier. Rather than take that turn, she cuts right through a parking lot and just bulldozes her way straight through cars.
Jeez, yeah.
Just like, and you just see cars like hitting it and flying up it, and it slows her down, which works to your favor. But her single-minded purpose at this point
is to get me.
It has
Doesn't
made
care about the casualties.
Your heart at this point is in your stomach. You're just like, gotta go. All right, so that was the first turn, and give me a Dex and Drive check. Difficulty 7 because you're going at a high speed, but you've made the turn. You can actually get some distance if you're successful.
Not going to burn a will at this point.
Okay.
I got 0 successes.
Oh,
no fails, no ones or botches, but hold on. Let me see if I have a reroll. I just need to double check. Because I don't think I do, but I'm going to double check.
You probably don't.
All right. Well, okay. That's
Okay.
what it is then.
Oof.
She
All right.
catches
So
up to me.
so again, you're terrified at this point. This is a little different than having the scourge of a city coming after you. This is
Yeah.
something
This is an
unknown. This is
assassination.
this is like somebody isn't trying to. I mean, if a vampire was after you, 7 out of 10, you're probably going to be brought before a prince and have to explain
whatever
yourself
this
or
is.
something. This just wants you, and you don't know how to quantify it. So it's fight or flight. And you glance back, and all you see is like cars just, and on one half of your mind is saying like, how the hell did she pull that off with that car? And the other half is like, she pulled that off with that car. I've got to go. I
got distracted for a second, and now I gotta go.
as you get distracted, you come like pulling right up to the side, and and unfortunately you end up rear-ending this poor Amazon Prime driver who is just trying to get home. He's done with his shift, and kadoosh! You hit him like right from behind. You're still going.
Not my problem anymore.
But yeah, you have hit him in the back, and horn is going off at this point. Give me another check to get around him and
Louise.
get back underway. And you now have a reroll. Thanks to Brittany.
Oof, thank you. 3.
You say it with a question.
3, because I'm not sure if I'm going to get away.
So at this point, you have to slow it down, and unfortunately, that broke some of your speed making that connection.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
your car is maybe not as nimble, but way faster than the Amazon Prime truck. So you're able to shimmy it, a second, put it back into gear, and floor it. But that stutter step, she's already like,
oh yeah, she's on my heels.
The lights on that car. It's as if it's breathing on the back of your vehicle at this point. It's sheer terror.
Yep.
And you, at this point, come flying back down through the street. So we are at... Okay.
My goal is to kind of drive her out of town in that less people hit kind of deal. Or have more open road.
Okay, then why don't you give... why don't you give me a... Intelligence and Streetwise check, difficulty 6.
Intelligence and Streetwise. Let me pull it up. Okay, that's not bad. Difficulty 6, you said?
Difficulty 6. This is just you knowing the city.
Four.
Okay. All right. So if you, it's going to be another, it's going to wind up being another tight turn. But if you can get this car to, oh, thank you very much. Shelly just subscribed to us and it set up the chime. Thank you. So if you can make it down this narrow alleyway and will this vehicle to make another sharp turn, it will actually cut off some of the distance and get you to what you think is like an overpass and getting out, hopefully getting you out of the city.
Okay.
So if you do that, again,
another roll then?
Yes, another difficulty 8. This is
fuck. Okay.
wits and drive.
Okay, sorry. Let me get rid of that. So you said wits and drive.
Wits and drive for the hairpin turn.
All right. I am going to burn another. Well.
Alrighty.
I mean, it's only 3 so far, so.
It is.
Okay. 8.
All the emotional damage right now.
Yeah. 3 with the auto.
Okay. So again, at this point, she's like right on your tail. You know she's probably not going to slow down for nothing.
Mm-mm.
So you take a second to gun it, to give yourself a little bit more distance to hopefully pull her further away, and then you do another. You hit it again hard. A part of you wishes the camera was on you, because this would have been great footage. But you hit this thing, and you end up drifting, and you spot that alleyway that you're going down, throw it back into gear, a low gear, to keep it going, and then gun it right back down there. She ends up overshooting, partly by mistake. And whoops, pull that down. Okay. So you end up. So at this point, you are flying down this alleyway. I don't know if you've ever seen the movie Payback with Mel Gibson. If you haven't, it's a great movie. But they've got a scene where a car is racing down an alleyway. So you're just barreling it down there. Just tipping the steering wheel just a little bit to try and weave narrowly in between like dumpsters and trash cans. Hitting any of these would be disastrous for you at this point, but you're flying down there. Give me another, at this point, it is Dex and Drive. Difficulty 7.
Fudge. I'm gonna do a reroll.
You have a reroll.
I'm gonna do that again.
Okay.
3.
Woo, all right.
Yes.
So at this point, you're navigating the.
Thank you for the reroll.
You're navigating down the alleyway just enough to pick up speed, which is highly not advisable, but you need it. And you're flying.
I got
at this
another
point.
reroll. Hey yo, thank you, Davey.
Yep. Hey yo.
I need it.
So at this point, you come flying down the alleyway. Give me another hairpin turn.
Gosh, is that the same difficulty or?
Difficulty 8. It's wits and dexterity.
Okay, hold on. Wits. Okay. Dex. Oh, wits and dex.
Wits and dex.
Okay, 7. Difficulty 7, you said?
Yeah, difficulty 8.
Oh, 8. Shit. I'm not gonna roll another willpower. 1.
Ooh. All right. So at this point, it would make sense. It would be very hard to make this type of turn coming out of the alleyway. So you end up seeing the so you end up flying, like you turn as best you can. You end up scraping up parts of the car as you come out of the alleyway. It's ugly, but you make it back out and facing the direction that you needed to come. As you glance back in your rearview mirror, you end up seeing that the woman ended up cutting through a convenience store parking lot to catch it. Like she just and is like almost right back on top of you.
Jeez Louise.
And
how damaged is her car at this point, frankly?
Not very. Which is scary. There is obvious damage, but it's nowhere near like what you think it should be.
Yeah. So
there is something about this car that you're having to run. It's like a Scooby-Doo mobile or something that
titanium.
Yeah, there you go. It's adamantium. Who knows? So as you are, as David would say, the car has fortitude. So at this point, you made the turn and you're flying down, but as you're driving on the road, you realize the road is cobblestone at this point, and you realize you're in downtown.
Oh no!
Downtown?
Yes.
That was not where I was wanting to go.
No, unfortunately, when you hit that, you're actually in Savannah's historic landmark district, which some of you guys have actually been there. It's filled with cobblestone roads, tight corners, and tourist traffic.
Yeah, I'm gonna make my way out of there as much as I can. Try to redirect myself.
So you I gathered. So you at this point you need to give me to avoid people and the upcoming fountain, you need to because it's going to be kind of wet. It is Dex and Wits, or sorry, not Dex and Wits. Wits and Drive, difficulty 9.
Oh my god.
You do currently have a reroll. You still currently have willpower.
Oh, I know. I have lots of willpower left. I still have 7. So, I mean.
And your phone is ringing.
Do it. It's a 9.
I have a question. I have a question. Is Joe able to burn blood to up her stats? Oh my gosh, you poor thing.
I am a dampier, and you guys don't all know that. So, unfortunately,
you never
cannot.
told us.
Yep.
Because it's none of your beeswax. So,
In character, they don't know.
yeah, in character, they don't know.
Out of character,
Okay.
she has some tricks that vampires can do that she cannot.
Yeah. All right.
But vice versa.
Okay. So apologies. So I'm sorry. What was I rolling again?
You're rolling Wits and Drive, difficulty 9.
Drive.
There are tourists,
6.
wet cobblestone, and a fountain.
I'm gonna have to burn an auto for this because I cannot hit people accidentally on purpose.
Look at this diligent little vampire.
All right,
She's already causing a scene, but she's still concerned about the masquerade. Man, that's
Dude,
It's
I have
also
to.
a difficulty 9.
it's all. Yep.
I burned an auto. That's
Yep.
why. So 6 space 9. Oh, wait. So what's in? I don't have any 10s. Oh. 1.
Oh, nothing.
With the,
Oh no,
with
that's
the
right.
auto.
That's right. One with the auto.
1 with the auto.
Woo! Okay.
Yeah, I'm doing terrible.
It was hard. It's not necessarily terrible. You are taking, to your credit, you're taking a vehicle that should not be taking these turns. And
if you really
you're
look at it,
turning into a competition. So you're doing
I'm trying
way
to
better.
avoid killing more than necessary because
if it
it's
wasn't
all going to
such
come
a,
back to me anyway.
if it wasn't such a difficult roll, you would have had 4 successes in that roll.
Yeah, no, I know.
True.
I know.
That's
So
good point too.
It was a good roll. It's just the difficulty sucks.
Okay, so as you end up hitting it, you slide too much. Obviously, the vehicle is just it's not friendly with turns. You hit that roundabout where the fountain's at, and you're sliding around. You end up hitting like 3 people that go flying. She ends up T-boning your car. At this point, and is gunning it as hard as she can to pin you up against a traffic light. You need to make a Dex and Drive difficulty 8 check to try and gun it to get out from in front of her.
Okay. Yeah, another auto.
Okay.
'Cause I can't unavoid that. So.
And you have not used your reroll.
I have not.
So you still have that.
I still have 5 or. Hold on.
And your phone is ringing.
The fuck am I going to answer it for?
I'm just letting you know.
It's against the law to hold a phone and drive in Georgia.
You know what?
Yeah.
At this point, I don't care about that. I mean, my focus is not on a call.
Sure.
I focus on getting out of there alive.
Yep.
some
Knowing your luck,
capacity.
it's somebody trying to call you about your car's extended warranty.
Yeah, you know what? That's appropriate. Okay, so I apologize. I'm rolling. I'm sorry. What again?
Dex and Drive, difficulty 8.
Dex Drive. Okay, Dex Drive 7. Okay. I am gonna burn a will for an auto, which I did.
Okay.
Actually, that's 4 successes. I forgot to put the specialty in there.
That's fine. Okay, so you got hit. Your car door is damaged. You may have difficulty getting it open, but
Not what I'm worried about.
right, not at this point. So you throw it into gear. When you do, you end up pulling her car to forcibly to reposition her. So she ends up sideswiping that traffic light, and you gun it back down the street at this point. Unfortunately, how she hit you, it's taking you back into town. It's not what you wanted, but you're getting away from her.
Yeah, I'm still trying to get out of town based on my knowledge of it. So.
Yes.
What side did she teabag or T-bone her in? Was it
Teabagged.
sorry. That was no. Like, what side did she get T-boned on? Was it the driver's side or was
Yes.
it the passenger? Okay.
Suddenly,
Sorry.
this death race took a dastardly turn.
Yeah, it was Quake last game. Sorry, I was thinking
What
about
are you doing? She said T-bone. Anyways. Goodness. Okay. Obviously your phone goes to voicemail. So at this point, you are flying down one of the side roads. Give me another intelligence and streetwise. See if you can regain your knowledge of the city to put us in a better, more advantageous situation and get it out
What
of town.
difficulty? 6?
Difficulty 6.
Okay.
It's just knowledge of town.
Nope.
Okay.
Fail.
Which makes sense. You're panicked at this point, so right now you're just trying to race as far forward to get more distance until you find something familiar. So yeah, at this point,
or something.
yeah. So at this point, you're flying westbound through downtown. At this point, coming back down through the city, and at this point, so you end up like as you're coming down one of the main streets, you're thankfully coming out of downtown, so the streets are opening up, but you're doing about 50 right now through through the city, and you blow right past a stationary cop, followed immediately by that woman, just and you caught just the briefest of glimpse of his face as he turns like complete pale white, and he just jitterily raises up the microphone to try and call the police.
Okay.
You scared
Call
the
for
bejesus
backup.
out of him.
I know that my phone was ringing. Do I have? I know I'm kind of in the throes of driving Fast and Furious style. I know my phone was ringing, but do I have any option to call Milner?
You know what? I will. We'll call that odd or even because that may be something you wouldn't have set
Even.
up. So even, okay.
No, it's an kind of a reaction type of deal. Like,
So you're
okay, I'm
going to
being
reach to
chased by
pick
this
up your phone, or
freaking
you're going to
demon.
do it, or are you going to do it voice?
Voice, because my phone has Bixby or like
Okay.
Google calling and stuff.
So let's see if that's actually activated right now.
Okay.
So and you said even, right?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, so no, that is not something that you had set up. Probably left over from when you were doing a job or something. You didn't want it to pick up on something it shouldn't have picked up on. So it is not currently on. So you shout at it. And
Thought I
doesn't.
would try.
Yeah, you shout at it. You don't hear the chime or whatnot. So crap, that's not working. Give me another Dex and drive check as you were on a straightaway trying to weave in and out of traffic and stay in front of her.
All right, hold on. Sorry. Dex and drive. Still difficulty 7.
Yes. Mostly due to speed and traffic.
7.
Ooh, look at that.
Yeah.
Perfect.
So like right about at that moment, you slow down just a little bit, waiting for traffic that may have been like at a standstill, and you're waiting for that, like as you see it coming up, that moment when it was changing and people are kind of pausing, whether they're getting ready to turn or whatever, and you take that momentary lapse and just blow right through it and gun it, and just you fly through. There's a little bit of a dip as you do. And you're up to like 75 now through city streets, just tearing like a bat out of hell and giving yourself a good bit of distance at this point. You end up, and you can see that she blows right through it as well, narrowly missing some of the cars that were starting to turn. They paused, of course, when you came flying through, and she ends up just blatantly sideswiping somebody to get them out of the way. And you see what appears to be like a single mom with her kids, and their car like get hit and go up into somebody's yard, just go like right up over the fence. It didn't like flip or anything, but just like boom. And she's trying to keep up. You've given herself a good clip. You've got maybe a second or two in front of her. A good car length and a half.
Makes
maybe
all
a
the
little bit
difference.
more if it keeps going, because you're doing a good job of gunning it. Your phone starts to ring again. And then it stops abruptly, and you are flying at this point. And you're going under an overpass or an underpass, or an overpass, I should say. You're going under it. And of course, because they go down, you're flying at such a speed, you're still kind of maintaining your angle. So you're like, what? Catch some air. As you dip under that and keep going up, go ahead and give me another, give me 2 checks. At this point, again, difficulty 7, Dex and Drive.
Okay.
You're still kind of going forward, keeping with the road, and then give me a Wits and Alertness check.
Okay.
Difficulty 6.
Okay. So the person that's calling, am I able to glance down first to see kind of who it is?
Yeah.
Recognize the number?
Give me the roll first.
Oh, okay. Okay. I apologize. One more time.
So we're going to go with the first
drive
one.
roll. Okay.
Yep. Dex and Drive, difficulty 7.
4.
Okay. Still not quite as great as you were, but still plenty good.
Enough for good.
Give me the Wits and Alertness check. Difficulty 6.
Okay, hold on. It's okay, 6. Zero.
Failure. Okay. So you glance around trying to see like what it was, and it just like right when you and you did it successfully. You unfortunately came at that dip too hard. It threw your phone up to the roof of your car and then like down to the floorboard.
Oh, fudge.
So the boom,
Okay.
boom.
And I wasn't able to see on the caller ID who it might have been.
No, unfortunately not. But you're still doing fine. You're still racing in front of her. And then as you end up clearing, that overpass, you end up seeing now that somebody is riding on top of her car.
Okay.
Like there's a bit of an imprint, and they're in like this black and like a black and dark purple leather coat. And
It's not Lily.
And they're like gripping into the top of the hood, or not the hood.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
The roof.
I was gonna say it's not Lily.
I apologize. I have to really pee real quick. I'm sorry. Can I get AFK for a second? I'm so sorry.
Give me a drive check as you try to spin it to get to a porta potty.
Okay.
I'm kidding. Go ahead.
All right. I'm sorry. I really have to go to the bathroom. I'll be right back.
So while we wait on that, what was your question, Shelley?
Yeah, I caught something about her cleaving a door in half. What door did she cleave in half?
It was just a door on the inside of the garage.
Okay. And then she was in a can you just send me the description of her car, the demon car?
You mean the one that's chasing her?
Mm-hmm.
The 7-foot she demon.
Yeah. Demon woman.
She really needs a name.
Oh, she has a name, and it's a good name.
Well, do we know
only
her
the
name?
best name? It's a huge name.
Okay, because we should call her Cursula because we don't know her name yet.
Okay.
Yes.
Cursula.
Cursula.
That's not a bad nickname.
Yeah.
Whiplash.
Oh, yeah.
That's the last name. Ursula Whiplash.
Oh, that's a good like roller derby name. I'm Ursula Whiplash, and she could do flips. Jerome, this is intense.
I know. I'm like, I am on the edge of my seat. I'm trying so hard to stay still.
I'm gonna get all my
Meanwhile,
jokes
on
back.
the
Sorry,
on
guys.
the other side of town,
out. We're having an ice cream social.
yeah, for real, yeah. Well, I
Meanwhile,
hope Joe's okay.
meanwhile,
Thank-
behind the facade of this innocent-looking bookstore. Okay, so Joe is back.
Yep.
All right, so Joe, at this point, you're just going straight. You're frazzled. Your phone is at your feet somewhere. You're being pursued. You know the police are going to get involved at some point, which means the prince is going to know. This is already gone from worse to like catastrophic.
Okay.
So, but give me a check at this point to see if you can figure out a direction to go.
Well, I'm gonna try to do a couple of things, and I know it's gonna be at a disadvantage or whatever, but my goal is to pick up my phone from where it fell. At this, also trying to still try to barely keep ahead of this person.
Sure.
So,
Okay. So for your free action, you can reach down and grab it. Just give me a wits and alertness check, difficulty 7.
okay.
Because you're having a feel for your hands, but it's not a huge space.
2.
2. Okay, so you got it.
Okay.
Give me another drive check at this point. You're down 1 die.
I am.
Yep. Second action, same turn.
Oh, fudge. Okay.
Same difficulty though. You've got plenty of dice. You should be okay. I know everybody's stressed.
It's difficulty 7.
Difficulty 7. Dex and drive.
Be nice, be nice, be nice.
2.
Okay.
I can't keep burning for a will every time.
But which one is a 4? Is it your Dex or your drive?
My Dex.
Okay, so it's 3.
Oh, 3. Sorry, 3.
It's okay. So again, you're still doing all right. You know, that wasn't ideal, but little confidence boost. You did 2 things at once, and you're doing like 75 on streets that you probably only be doing like 20.
Yeah, and
you're
also
alive.
holding my phone, trying to figure out who the hell called me, so who I can.
Okay, so yeah,
I'm still trying to call the prince. Still trying to call Milner.
Yeah, well, Milner's not the prince,
Not Milner. Sorry.
but I understand. What
my
you're saying.
boss.
Yeah.
Basically,
He is. Yeah. So when you press the button, it shows 2 missed phone calls from Jocelyn.
Yeah, I'm not calling that back right now.
Give me another wits and alertness check,
Okay.
and then while you're at it, give me do that, and then give me an intelligence and streetwise check. Wits and alertness at difficulty 7, the other one at difficulty 6.
2 for the first one,
Nice.
and then I'm sorry. What was the second one?
You're doing your streetwise check, intelligence and streetwise.
Streetwise.
You're looking to try and get this off the small roads and trying to get this out of town.
Yeah. 3.
Nice.
No, 3. Yeah.
Yep. Okay. So as you're driving, you realize, okay, I know where I can get this to go. I can, if I unfortunately do another like hairpin turn because you're going so fast, everything's going to be a hairpin turn.
Mm-hmm.
If you end up flipping it again and heading down towards Hutchinson's Island is the name of the street. You're actually about ready to blaze up to. This may get you in the direction where you want to go.
Okay.
You looked at your phone. Obviously, you're like, I'm not calling Jocelyn back, and you kind of did a double take real quick to look back there to see where she's at, and you don't have to call Jocelyn because she's actually on top of the car.
Oh my god!
I was going
wondering
to
if that was
ask.
her.
I was
Yeah.
wondering.
And Todd is in the chat. Todd tells you to not botch.
Well, thanks.
It's the best advice.
I know, right? Don't botch.
Yeah, roll
What the
better.
hell is Jocelyn doing on top of the car?
Oh, she's been in on it since the start. Oh, evil.
I
Great
You know
success.
wouldn't be surprised at this point.
My wife.
Yes, my wife.
No
All
wonder
right.
she wanted to rendezvous tonight.
Maybe.
I was thinking it was good that you did meet up with her, but then my brain started going, but what if that was a trap?
Well,
Also, Borat's going to be my next character. That's the next accent I'm going to do.
Okay, so go ahead and give me your hairpin turn. So difficulty 8, wits and drive.
Dex and drive or wits and drive
Wits and drive.
for hairpin turn.
Yep. That's what we've been doing. It's difficulty 8.
Yeah.
Okay. Zero.
You have your reroll.
Sure.
Okay. Oh, look at that.
Woohoo.
Oh
That's a
god.
powerful reroll.
The digital dice
Yeah,
pendulum.
that's my tensile explode
So
on it.
so at this
Demon luck.
yeah, so at this point she like throws it down into gear, drops it, and like as she hits that turn, she swears she could hear family. as she's just womp, 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 and again making this car do turns it has no business doing whatsoever, and you end up hitting that street like lined up perfectly, slamming back on the gas and tearing back off down that road. You can see that she is still in pursuit of you, but she the woman who's chasing you is actually trying to sideswipe Jocelyn off the car.
Oh, damn.
As she's driving, she'll like do like one of these numbers and you know she'll like hold on and you end up seeing her like she at one point takes like her leg because she's clamped on with her hand somehow, and she like takes her leg and she's like trying to awkwardly kick at the driver's side window, and you see it like start to bust.
Oh, she's trying to save you.
I know,
You
but
were
she's gonna kill
hero.
herself.
Oh.
When did she get on the hood of the car?
She's on the roof.
Oh yeah, well,
but that's
The hood
you
was
guys
up,
would know if she made that roll.
Yeah. Yeah. I didn't see it.
Unfortunately,
So,
now you see it. Now
After
you don't.
game, we want to know the secret.
I thought this was like Mad Max, where she was like on the hood, like a hood ornament.
Yep,
But
there
now
you
she's
go.
fighting.
Mediocre. All right, so at this point, traffic is getting heavy. You are, but you're on the right route. You're finally getting this to a point where you're going to be able to get this whoever it is chasing you out of town.
yeah.
But you're going to have to. You have no choice but to slow down. Traffic is getting too thick, and in fact, you're at one point, because the way the cars are lined up, you're going to have to pull a Grand Theft Auto and hopefully line it up like right on the line and scooch your way like right in between two cars.
Okay.
So go ahead and give me a drive and dex check, difficulty 8.
Okay.
Actually, she just used the quickening. You didn't know.
Wait a second.
I know, right? Yeah. She had arcane. She was there the whole time.
I botched.
You have another reroll. I got
Another
you. a
one?
reroll.
Oh yeah, he did. Yeah.
Oh,
Sure.
well, this is a good timing because that's what I needed.
Yep. It was short. It was shortly after Todd's comment.
Two.
But
that's actually 2, 4. That's 4.
Yep. So it's 4 total minus 1.
3.
So 3. So at this point, you like put it like right in the middle, and you feel yourself even clench at this
Yeah.
point. You're just it's like people playing a video game and they lean into it as if that's going to help, sort of thing. That's what you do. You just like clinch. You think it's going to help, and oddly enough, like you hear a nick as you're like passenger side, went like the mirror just barely clips one of the cars that goes by. You hear a click as it goes by, and you're like, oh, and you manage to like get through it and keep going. She ends up driving and like again sideswiping one of them to try and get Jocelyn off. You have an opportunity at this point, since you slowed down a bit just to make it through. If you slow down enough, you may have an opportunity to let Jocelyn jump onto your car to get to, and then speed out, and will attempt to speed out of here.
I will 100% take that opportunity.
Okay. Give me at this point, give me a Dex and Drive, difficulty 7.
Okay.
And then we're going to need another, one more hairpin turn.
Do I burn a well? I
Do
have,
it.
I
Save
have
your
5
girlfriend.
left.
When are you going to spend them? Spend them now.
Thanks. All right. So the first one, yes, I will. I'll spend it. Dex and Drive, you said. So let me do that.
Todd's all, do it.
8.
Do it. Do it now.
Yeah.
Save Jocelyn.
Save Jocelyn. Ooh.
0 with the auto.
Okay, well, thankfully this was a straightaway.
Fudge.
So you slow down enough. So as you're driving, you slow down enough. She ends up hitting you with the car. So give me another drive check to try and recover, because she's trying to pit you, even though she's got Jocelyn on top
I'm gonna go ahead and burn a
of
will
her.
for an auto, because
Okay.
I can't really avoid it at this point.
Your drive check at this point is difficulty 8.
Okay. Well, that's what it was before. 4 with the auto.
Okay. So she hits you, but you were expecting it. You knew you didn't make that. You're trying to weave in and out of traffic. You knew you didn't make the turn quite right. So you're like, it's coming. She's gonna hit me, and you basically brace for it. Keep the car steady. Thankfully, you chose a car that can take some damage, and not like one of those little mini 10-second cars that would have been obliterated with the first hit. And now at this point, you're coming up. You end up coming up to this turn.
Did she get on my car though? Like, did Jocelyn?
No, she hasn't been able to, because again, there's traffic.
Okay.
So now you're gonna have to actually make your turn. So
That's
again,
hairpin, right?
yes. So it's wits and dex. Or sorry, wits and drive.
Be nice.
Difficulty 8 again. Do you want to spin will before you roll?
Be nice. Dice roll would be nice.
I have 4 willpower left.
Okay.
I will
Okay.
go ahead and do it, because I feel like it's needed.
Okay.
2 with the auto.
Ooh, it was good that you spit that auto.
Yeah,
Okay.
for real.
Do your
So
attempts explode?
Because I told you I needed a
Not on
boring
this roll.
drive.
Oh,
Not on this one. So at this point, again, you're getting used to it, and you may want to invest in a car like this, because you seem to make it kind of sing in ways it wasn't meant to. You do another spin at this point off to your right, knowing that she's trying to gun it. So this will cause her to go one way potentially, and you to be able to circumnavigate off to your right. As you do, you see at that point, Jocelyn sees that this is her only opportunity to essentially get out of this, and she leaps from the speeding car, angling at yours.
Oh gosh.
And you see she ends up like putting her hands like upwards towards her face at this point. She hits the passenger side window, breaks through it, and lands uncomfortably like into the seat. And she just ends up screaming, "Drive, drive, drive!"
Don't gotta tell me twice, sugar. And she just goes. Tries to, at least.
And so at this point, she's like trying to throw the glass out and get herself properly in the seat. So now your dex and drive, difficulty 7.
Does she get extra dice from girl power from the pup?
1.
Only if she turns on Gem in the on the car radio. Gem is excitement. Ooh, Gem. Glamour and glitter, fashion and fame. Yes, I watched that cartoon. Shut up.
No, I was just laughing at how the soundtrack suddenly changed.
I know, right?
Yeah.
I got 1.
So you've got 1 at this point.
I mean, better than nothing.
Yeah, it's not great, but you're all, whom, whum, 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 and you keep going. She ends up having to take like this wide turn, and again, even though it's not great, and you're like rubbing is racing at this point. It's NASCAR, so you're hitting cars as you go. But again, it's more the NASCAR. You're rubbing. You're not like colliding hard with them. So it's like, oh crap, sorry, and scraping up the side of the vehicle. But you're still picking up speed. You've got no side windows anymore. Just and at that point, Jocelyn just takes the opportunity and hits the nitrous.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Yep. You now need to make another drive check. Drive and dex again, difficulty 8. But now you're going really, really fast.
Really, really freaking fast. Okay. Okay, then. All right. Okay, so yeah, just drive dex, so... I didn't even put a specialty in that.
Amazing.
Dex has 2,
Fantastic.
4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
What audio sting are you going to use for that one, Jerome?
Zing!
Actually, you know what? Hold on.
That's so appropriate.
Hold on 1 second. I've got one that I'm going to use. I'm going to put this in here.
8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 successes on that, Jerome. Please tell me I got the F out of there.
1 sec.
Shoot. Man.
Best roll I will ever have in my life.
Fantastic.
Shoot. Doggone it. You guys are dumb. Let's see. Shoot. It's not going to let me do it. There was an update, and... Oh, you know what? I know how I can do this. 1 second. Let me disable that. Haha. Okay. This is just for oh. Why is it still doing that? Schmucks. Okay.
Oh, well, so.
Okay. Can't do it for right now, unfortunately.
6, 7,
oh well.
8, 9.
So, what I will do then is I'll use one of the sounds I can use.
13. Holy moly.
And she'll get a yeehaw.
I think Joe's roll means we win, Jerome.
13 successes? I sure as shit hope so.
Remember what I said about all the XP begging you guys were doing at the beginning of this game?
Oh no!
Oh boy! I wasted it all in this one roll, guys. Sorry.
So when is it?
We weren't begging. We were discussing amongst ourselves.
Sure, you were aggressively discussing, is what it was.
And then Jerome said, "Choose the face of your destroyer," and somebody thought,
I know, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, at that point, she thought for a moment, she's like, this chick is going to be a problem. Slams on that nitrous, and you were just ready. Like you didn't even know she was about to do it. You were done. You were over this, and just like all the lights, everything starts flying like faster and forward.
All the lights turned green as I needed to go through them.
And
Hyper speed.
and so and so what ends up happening as she hits the nitrous, you end up literally flying through an intersection because you end up hitting like a bump, and you don't even the car doesn't even touch the ground until the other side of the intersection. You're just like you're just going that fast. And as you did that, an 18-wheeler just crosses the intersection, and it forces her to come to a complete stop, and you guys are just
Gone.
flying, down the road and gone in 60 seconds.
Yep.
They went to Plaid.
That's
Yep. As
Yes.
Todd was bringing, Dale actually brought up ludicrous speed. Yeah. So.
Yeah.
They hit
went
the
to
hump, the
Plaid.
hyperdrive.
Yeah, exactly.
that is
And they
crazy how that
disappeared.
timed out there. Like her hitting the nitrous and me
Yep.
getting that roll. That is nuts.
Awesome.
Holy.
That was the power of love.
Just the
I'm surprised she
power
came
of
there. I'm
love.
like to find her sitting on the top of a car. I'm like, the hell?
Now you have to answer the. I'm sorry, I didn't answer your call.
Uh.
I was busy.
Now you know why.
Yep.
And where were you?
So, at any rate, so at this point, you end up. So you fly through successfully. You are safe,
I can breathe again.
and eventually you start bringing the car, slowing it down. And where are you heading to specifically?
I want to head to a safe house that I'm aware of.
You could head to the one that what's his name has for you guys.
Yeah, I'm gonna go there.
I am drawing a blank on his name.
Clive?
Clive. Yeah.
Cleve?
Before we do that though, I didn't want Jocelyn involved in this, so
It's the Coven of Obscura hideout.
Yeah.
The
Okay.
warehouse on
yeah. All right.
Okay.
So I know where I'm going. That's where I'm gonna go to hide. But before I go there, I'm gonna tell Jocelyn like, where are we going? It's gonna be a hideout. So just keep to me and just stay quiet, okay? You're gonna see some stuff more than what you've already had. Just stick with me, okay?
She says, "You saw what I did back there, right? Like I'm
yeah.
wearing part of it still."
Yeah, I know. But you're gonna be going into an area that most
Mum's the word. I got it. I got
most
it.
people like you aren't supposed to be. So
Most people like, whoa, hold up, like me.
yeah, human, mortal.
And she's like, sweetheart. She's a sweet summer child. Okay.
But I look at her like, do I notice anything different? Oh, shit.
Do you have anything that would?
I don't have aura perception,
Okay.
damn it.
Yeah. All righty. So no. Yeah.
Fudge. Okay. And I kind of look at her. I'm like, wait, what do you... Look at her questioningly. Big question mark on the face.
Okay.
Thanks, Riddler.
Yeah. She says, okay, look, clearly we've got conversations to have at a later time. Let's just get to where you need to go and we can chat later.
Yeah.
Let's let you get someplace safe, and maybe you can tell me whose demon vehicle I jumped on top of.
That is a good question. But yeah, I agree with you. Let's go. She kind of reaches over and kind of grabs her hand for a second and squeezes it and just nods and
Okay.
just.
Well, she realizes the affection, but then she goes, ow, 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 and then she does like one of these numbers.
I do one of those numbers like jerk back.
No,
like,
glass. She didn't realize she had like glass in her hands, so she's like, "No, it's cool. It's cool. Just I didn't realize there was that much glass."
Well, you jumped through my window, so yeah.
Well, you didn't open it.
Well, I didn't realize you were going to be on top of a car in the first place.
Fair.
Anyway,
I didn't realize that either.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. But you know what? I'm glad you're here now. And let's just go somewhere safe for the moment because I don't know what's coming.
All right.
So just keep driving.
Okay. So you end up driving to the that old warehouse that Clive maintains.
Yep.
For you guys. So are you calling anybody or are you just pulling up and just laying low?
I'm going to pull up and lay low and then I'll call. Well, I'm not sure I'm going to call yet. I'm just going to lay low for the moment.
Okay. Alrighty. So with that out of the way, we cut back to everybody else who was at.
Thanks for that, guys.
who was at the
ice cream social.
Yes, yeah, that's exactly what it was. The ice cream social at the plantation.
Shar definitely got out the ice cream for Cade.
Yeah. He's sad eating ice cream right now.
No bowl, just the carton and a spoon.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
she got out his own.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for this.
Anytime, hun.
In the arms of no.
Oh, too soon.
It
Start
just
seeing
happened.
a montage of like what Nigel used to do for him.
Yeah. That's us throwing peaches at each other, doing push-ups. Yeah.
Do we need to do like a Viking burial?
No, we're not Nords. Actually, I don't know. I don't think the Nigel was Nord.
No, he didn't come from Skyrim.
Oh.
I was gonna say, yeah.
Oh.
Reality bleed right there.
He's going back to Skyrim. That's you know.
No, he's going to Soccer.
Yeah. Right now he's in the back of a cart, waking up.
So we were gonna have like a meeting, I think. I think Sly was gonna call a meeting or something.
Yeah, if we're picking up right where we left off effectively last time, so Cass and I are in his room. She just finished the read and was scared.
Shar left to go get Lillian a message.
Okay.
That's right.
But she got the ice cream out.
Alrighty.
What
So
time of day would it be at this point?
It's evening time.
Okay.
So we'll say it's like 9.
So no matter where Charles and Cade are, even if they're outside of Sly's room, he pats Cassandra and then kind of makes sure that she's like kind of to the side. She kind of pushes her back and he's like, "One moment." And then he says out loud, let's see here. Out loud he says, "Iago and Caterin, hear me. Come to my room." And both of you, Charles and Cade, would both hear Sly's voice in your mind as if he's right there. And you heard exactly what he just said.
Dang.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Charles would be in the plantation. He's probably in the main house. So you'll see him come from the main house to the bungalows, I guess.
And Cade gathers his sword and makes his way to Sly's home.
Okay. So while you guys are so I know you did that. Has any text been sent out? Does anybody else know of the meeting, or is it just was it just those who were there, like Cass, Cade, Sly, Charlotte, Charles?
Last session, I sent a text to Joe saying that Sly, we were going to have a meeting.
Okay.
If we're having the meeting now, he'll send a text to Joe saying, "Hey, we're at the plantation.
Cool. Okay.
We're at the plantation meeting. It's going to start here in a little bit."
Okay. So we'll take care of that in just a second. Petra, you end up getting a call.
I will answer the phone.
Okay. It's from Sean.
Okay.
He says, Mom, is now an okay time to talk?
Yeah, let me just move into the other room. So she'll go into her bedroom and close the door.
Okay.
Oh, what's going on?
Did you hear about anything that was going on? I don't know. Like, I haven't talked to you in like a day and a half or so, so I don't know what you know, what you don't know.
Aside from our discussion the other day, I don't know. Something happened?
Yeah. So remember that person of interest that certain parties were interested in?
Mm-hmm.
Well, they're still interested.
Oh.
But they uncovered something else.
Was it a curse?
I don't specifically know. Hold on one second. Why is it asking me to log back in? That's dumb. Is this it? I think so. What am I meant to? Come on. Oh, Dale got a reroll from Davey.
300 points for a reroll. Next time.
Okay, that's weird. I have to wait on that. Okay. He says, I'm being asked to look at something for authenticity's sake.
Okay. Do you need me for something?
Well, no, but did any of your friends come up with missing something?
I haven't heard from them all day. Been dealing with my own stuff.
Gotcha. I don't know how much I can talk over the phone. Let's try to set up a time to meet at some point soon, but I'm gonna be busy.
Do you want to meet at your place or mine or somewhere else?
Let's try to pick someplace new. Take a moment, text it to me, and we'll try to arrange a time. Okay. Sorry, I'm just trying to be careful.
Sure, of course. Okay. Sounds good. I'll pick a new cafe or something.
That sounds great.
Okay. Be careful.
I am going to do my darndest.
Okay. See you soon.
Okay. Give my love to Micah and Courtney.
Will do.
And he hangs up.
So Petra will check Google for some kind of a restaurant and
Sure.
text him the address.
Okay, we can look that up later. That's no problem.
Sure.
Sorry, I'm just trying to. Thought I had this pulled up someplace. Hey, I need to change my my sound to a ping.
It sounded like an Imperial probe droid. I loved it.
I know. I get that, or Cylons apparently. So, even though it's not, it's actually a Geth Legion specifically. Okay. All right. So back to the meeting at. I'm losing my train of thought. Sorry. Back to the meeting at the plantation. Joe, you ended up getting a text message. While actually all this was happening, you ended up getting another one shortly after you got to the warehouse.
Yeah, I'm not responding to it.
Okay.
I'm still kind of in the aftermath of basically still trying to hide, essentially.
Sure.
Just to make sure I'm covering any sort of tracks or whatever. Hiding behind a billboard sign or something. I don't even know. So, yeah.
Okay. So it's up to you guys. You were doing your Avengers Assemble.
Okay. So then I take it, Char, would she have come back from her her outing yet, or is she still delivering that?
Yeah.
Message or whatever. Okay.
Yeah. She's back finally at this point.
Okay. Let's see. Then, as the other two are entering the room, I'm also sending a text to Char saying, "Would you mind meeting with me and others in my room?"
I'll be there in a second. She texts back.
Then wait for her. She arrives. Once we've got the crew as it is so far in the room. Actually, at the same time, I would have also sent a text to Petra saying, "Are you available to meet with us at my room at the plantation?"
Jerome, did Sean want to meet like now or like tomorrow? Okay.
No.
Okay. Then I'll text back and say on my way.
All right. Then waiting for her, assuming it takes 10, 15, 20 minutes or something, and then she arrives and makes sure she's able to come into the room. So now it's Sly, let's see, Cade, Charles, Cass, Petra, effectively everyone except Joe.
Correct.
Looks like.
Yeah, and Cass at this point would be chewing on her nails and pacing. She's very agitated, very nervous.
So as everyone's inside, he closes the door, locks it, makes sure that the shades are drawn and closed and the windows. And he turns to everybody and says, "All right. We need to work faster than what we've been doing, obviously. That thing that the group actually took from my room was a chalice, as all of you know. And I think most of you know that there is something within it. What it is exactly is a demon. And this demon, the name of which I'm not going to say out loud, because again, just to make sure, if you ever know of a demon's name, if you say it out loud, they're likely to hear you. A name is a part of them. And the reason why I know that, and he goes ahead and, instead of spending a point, he's not going to assume his apocalyptic form, but he can show people his essence without having to make a roll. So he's going to show what he looks like, his true form, to everybody in the room. So this will be the first time that Petra and Char see what he actually looks like. Which means they will probably both have to roll for revelation.
Yep.
Are you going to describe what he looks like?
I will. Yeah, here,
Okay.
Let me pull that up too. In fact, I've written that down a few times in other chats. Let me bring that up and I'll just read off what I wrote down there. Okay.
6'5", blue eyes, finance. Sorry.
Finance? Or fine abs?
Yes.
All right. So what you all see is his body seems to burst into a flash of brilliant golden light. The light continues to pour over and past his form as if he was standing in front of and being presented by the sun itself. His hair, his eyes, all of his features became as elegant and pure as an expertly cut diamond. From shoulder to toe, he was covered in a mystical suit of armor made from fire and heavenly light that pulses with power. His voice, when he speaks, sounds like a choir, with each phrase preceded by the power of his voice and ending in an ethereal echo. And he says simply, "I am one of the fallen, what you may know as fallen angels, or in simpler parlance, demons." And then after that demonstration, he goes ahead and shuts down his form so that he looks like Sly again. But during that time, Petra and Char, let me pull it up again. Revelation. So both of you will need to roll your will powers versus a difficulty of just 4.
Five successes.
Nice.
Four successes.
Okay, sweet. So both of you, seeing him for the first time, clearly it's shocking at first, but because your will powers are strong enough, you will be able to remember what he said, remember what he looks like. But, you might be shaken just a teeny little bit, but you're still perfectly fine. Feels like maybe something would have happened had both of you not been able to hold on with your mental strength as you both did. So then he looks like Sly again, and he says, "If any of you need me to know where you are. And you can't risk calling me, sending a message of any type. All you need do is speak my celestial name, and I will
Wait.
hear you.
Are you sure you want to share your true name?
This won't be my true name.
Okay.
There's a difference. In fact, it's tough to actually speak most true names.
It's true enough.
You can refer to me as Culobrian. If you say this out loud, even as a whisper, I will likely be able to hear you and everything that you say. If you need to contact me and talk to me, I'll even be able to speak with you. And that, effectively, is why I know what I know about demonic entities. Technically, I am one. With
Why
that
do you-
said...
Oh,
Oh,
go ahead. No, if you're gonna keep talking, go ahead.
No, I was going to say, with that said, does anyone need to know anything further about me? I understand that that is a lot to suddenly explain, especially to the two of you, and he points to Petra and Char specifically.
Yeah, Petra would probably, I mean, when he shows his true form, Petra probably would like have a tear go down her cheek or something.
Shar seems a little less surprised than you think. Go ahead.
Why are you doing this? What are you doing? Why are you here with us?
Well,
why are you sharing this?
I'm sharing this because it's clear that we're getting closer and closer to a possible apocalypse. And I can't have that. I have my reasons. There's more than just one. I can't let all of you die. And by all of you, I mean mortals, human beings. I can't let that happen.
Do you know something about the men who stole this demon from us?
I myself am not quite sure, honestly, but clearly they're gunning for me.
Do you think they're aware of who you truly are?
That's why they're gunning for me.
Hmm.
Imagine the church. How do you think they respond to knowing that demons are among them? Do you think they take the time to talk to us, find out what's going on, see if what they know about their own religion or history even makes sense? No, they're not going to do that.
Oh, no, of course not. I mean, I was just under the impression... I wanted to see how much they knew, because if you are any sort of supernatural, they would most likely try to hunt you down. But if they know who you truly are, that does make a difference.
It's likely they know at least what I am, trying to destroy me. I'm not sure that they realized what that chalice is. But if they go tampering with it, that's extraordinarily bad for several reasons.
I really wanted to study it more.
Did anything else happen while they were here?
Oh, Petra. Nigel was killed.
How?
They murdered him. They even attacked Cade. He survived. And then after that, they ransacked my room. probably looking for me specifically, but they found the chalice instead and absconded with it.
Anything else? Was anyone else harmed? Or anything else taken?
Not that
Not-
we're aware of. Speaking of being in trouble, would it be better for you to stay at the Nos house instead of here, or would you like to remain here, Sly?
It's clear they don't even care about other human beings. They're willing to just kill anyone to get to me. So it'd be stupid of me and terrible of me to stay here. I should go to probably the Nos house, like you said. That way that they do have some apartments there, bedding. That should be fine.
I'll make sure you're accommodated.
Cassandra is going to start muttering. She knows. She found me. She knows.
Who?
And she's still pacing and chewing on her nails. It's like almost like she doesn't even. It's like she's forgotten you guys are even there.
And when he's saying that, oh, go ahead.
No, I'm just Charles noticing that. Did she take something?
No, I had her actually.
Oh yeah, she did take something because she had to open up a little bit to figure out what was going on. But that's not why she's.
But she didn't drop LSD this time.
No.
Okay.
No, it was something seed, gypsum seed.
Okay.
And Abby, you have a message.
Oh.
She looked into who it might have been who took the chalice. And she did find, apparently, something. But
Sorry.
Yeah.
It can't be good.
I can't remember. Did she scream? I thought you guys heard her scream before she leached onto Sly.
Sly was the only one in the room, so he.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he was.
I couldn't remember. Yeah. So she's just muttering that over and over and over and over again.
Thanks, Cass.
Petra's gonna look at her like she feels a little bit guilty. So she's gonna kind of have like shifty eyes, and then she's gonna say, how did the meeting go this morning? Did everything work out?
With the sorcerer. Right. Well, that's a good question. Char, how exactly did that go? Did you get everything that you needed?
I left a note. I'll hear back.
No, the meeting with the sorcerer, Dylan.
Oh, sorry. It went well. I need to.
Abby got a reroll.
Thank you.
From Davey.
Woot woot. Sorry, I need to mark that in my notes before it just escapes my brain. The meeting went well. Petra, I have something for you. She hands over the package that has the glasses in it. But actually, before I give those to you, can I have them for one night?
Why?
I think I can make more.
Oh, well, let me take a look at them, and then I'll give them back.
Okay. She's like,
so, because Petra doesn't know exactly like what they look like, or how they work, or Okay, so she'll take them and she'll unwrap them and like turn them over in her hands, and then she's
Yeah.
gonna put them on.
Dylan and I had quite a lovely discussion about those. Also, in order to help with the demon problem, I need to make what's they called?
Huh.
Hex rounds.
Hex rounds, but I need vampire blood. He wished to trade so that I can learn how to make hex rounds, not just keep purchasing from him.
I can help you with that. I am aware of a. You understand how ghouls work?
I do. Well, somewhat,
Vampire
yeah.
ghouls.
Mm-hmm.
There is an independent ghoul network for those who have escaped or lost their domitor that deals in vampire vitae, and you can purchase it. It's a very quiet kind of network, but I can put you in touch with them if you need access.
Yes, please. I am in need of the magic substance.
She knows. She knows. She knows. She knows.
Cassandra, who knows? What did you see?
I saw her. She knows. She's seen me. She knows.
She's seen you. The large woman with the barbed whip that you saw in your previous visions. She was there in the vision?
She had another vision?
She was trying to find out what happened in my room here after the kerfuffle. She's been like this ever since.
She's here. She's here.
The woman came in your room?
She saw me.
No.
She's real.
No.
She must be nearby.
Who?
Remember that individual that you mentioned to Char was a part of that? Let's see, the apocalypse for the werewolves. There was apparently this woman with
the
barbs.
lady in the black leather with the whip.
Right.
Yeah, she's a werewolf apparently.
Ah, lovely.
They said she is the strongest werewolf known. Wait, that's who she's talking about?
Apparently that's who she saw in her vision.
Did you see anything else, Cass?
Charles, have you heard from Joe at all?
It looks like he stepped out of character.
Okay.
His mic and camera off.
Yep.
It all just makes me so nervous. I hate having my home attacked.
Sorry, I was away for a little bit. Did we discuss who or what is in the chalice?
We've only said a demon. We're not giving out the full name because it might draw their eye towards us.
Okay.
So what is supposed to happen with the chalice?
Well, we were supposed to find out more information about it.
Weren't you asking Charles something?
Oh, Charles,
Yes.
have you heard from Joe?
Haven't
at all?
heard from Joe.
Why don't you give her a call? A
Sure.
text message, you know.
Sure, I'll ring her up. He'll pull out his phone, dial Joe's number.
I imagine that this is all going on the same time that the car Fast and Furious moment's happening. So
No, at this point it's already done.
oh,
You're
okay.
you're actually at the warehouse, just laying low.
Okay. She has a moment of indecisiveness when she calls in. She's looking at Jocelyn. Like, what is Jocelyn doing at this point? She's just kind of sitting there with me, and we're looking at her wounds, and
She's just she's just cleaning herself up, making sure she's got the glass out of her hair and her clothing.
She's
and
gonna
whatnot.
help her kind of do those little things and stuff, and
she would have pinned Joe up against the wall at one point.
Oh my.
Yeah. She would have responded in kind because it was an intense moment and she needed it.
There's an
Lots
adrenaline
of
dump that needs to
adrenaline.
happen.
I need a
offset.
relief, 100%.
I 100% wanted to be one of those fish in The Little Mermaid. Kiss the girl. Whoa, whoa.
Clive made a bed for them.
There's candles.
So at some point, after the make out session and the life living session kind of deal, she'll look at the phone and she'll just pick it up like, yes, Charles, what?
Hey, we're having a meeting here. You didn't respond to the text. We were just kind of worried about you. You doing all right?
Well, I am now, but I wasn't before. And I'm in hiding right now because a big ass demon with a barbed whip decided to chase me throughout the entire city. And she just leaves it at that.
So, like, audible silence, like, oh my god. Guys, she was attacked.
What? She okay?
Okay?
Yeah, she's fine. She's somewhere safe. Can you tell us where you are? Can we come to you?
I'm in a safe place at the moment.
Okay.
Jocelyn's with me.
Okay.
And I am not sure where else to go at the moment. I'm in hiding at the moment.
Okay.
But this thing showed up at my work.
The demon showed up at her work, guys.
And I had a split second to get out of there, and they already killed one of my workmates there.
Where is she?
I'm not going to tell you that right now.
Yeah, she's not going to say. It's not safe anyway over the phone. That's cool. That's cool. Okay. We got to meet up somehow.
And not to interrupt, Charlotte, Petra, as he's like talking to Joe clearly and involved in whatever's going on there, you both end up getting a picture of the boat.
On text?
Yes.
From Lillian.
Mm-hmm.
I think we're being summoned, Petra.
You too, huh?
Seems like it.
Listen, it's
Summoned
not
by
a good
who?
idea for me to meet up with you
Lillian.
guys tonight.
Okay.
The vampire.
Wait, what?
She's sort of the
I guess they're being
specialty
called.
sheriff in town.
Yeah.
Wait, what? And she's just kind of.
He's just gonna put it on speaker now. Okay.
Okay.
Now everybody can hear everybody, and I don't have to relay any of this. All right, guys, go for it.
Wait, who's the guest sheriff in town?
Lillian. specialty sheriff.
Do I know that name at all, Jerome?
Oh yeah,
Yeah, you
Isn't that the Prince of Chicago?
that was what? No, that was one of the first scenes we ran with you.
I fucking forgot, Jerome. I mean, it's been a while.
she was there when you all were in
Really?
Turkey.
Any other F bombs you want to drop?
Frickin' frack.
Yes,
She's been through some stuff. Her brain is overpowered.
She's the unofficial sheriff for the Prince in town.
Sorry, I just.
Yeah, she gave you and like some of the other non-vampires like the task of kind of keeping an eye out on the town.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
For you haven't interacted for a while. That was like game 1 or 2 or something like that.
Yeah.
We all like intercepted Cade together.
Yeah. Who was innocent on all charges.
Yeah.
I don't know if you got. I don't know how this vampire sheriff thing works, but I don't think we should be splitting up right now.
I mean, it probably would be okay if all of us went. I don't think she would mind that, but
I think it's only Cassandra and Charles who have not met her. And Sly.
Do you know why she's calling the both of you?
Could
clearly she has some kind of news.
Or the business. I mean, I left her a message at the dock regarding what happened here.
All right. Well, then we should find out what's going on, if she has any information.
We can all go together, and then Petra and I can get out of the... and talk to her, and then if we have the okay, we can let everyone else.
Okay. But Joe, you said that she had a whip.
Yes, this Amazonian pale-faced XY blah, 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 expletives.
Joe's word bubble. Joe's word bubble pops up, and it's got a bunch of like ampersand signs and exclamation points. And,
every special character.
Anything in between you could think of. Yeah.
Your phone audits.
Yeah, I have it. I have it on.
She showed up at my work tonight. And says she found me, quote unquote. And I already knew,
look at Cass,
based on what Cass had described before. And I already knew this bitch was trouble. So I just kind of hopped in the first amazing car that I was working on and put it to its limits. And I went through a pretty long chase in town. And unfortunately, whereas they might have not had much regard for human life as I did, I still tried to avoid it. I finally managed to avoid her after Joss managed to jump into my car. Long story short, she had jumped onto the car of the demon chick that was behind us.
I don't think she's a demon.
I turned to
I
Sly
don't
and
even know.
Jocelyn.
I don't even know at this point. Anyway, so she jumped into my car. We managed to get away and hit the NOS and then just ditched this bitch back there somewhere behind a train. So
what did you do with the car?
I'm still in it.
Oh.
I'm still in it. But you know what? I smoked her ass. So she's not going to find me right now. But I have Jocelyn with me here. And,
what about the authorities? Are they going to catch up with you?
You know what? I didn't look.
Right.
Are
you
on my list
safe?
Of priorities? Yes, I'm safe. I'm covered. And I had no sirens around me to help break the masquerade even further.
Okay.
All right.
Well, all right. I guess we got to go see this sheriff person then.
Wait. What? Who? Sheriff? What?
Isn't that Lillian that you were talking about, Char? The
Yes.
sheriff?
Petra and I got a picture of our meeting place with Lillian, and
And I know Lillian, right, Jerome?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. You know what? I should probably go there with you because this chick, this demon, I don't even know what the heck. I don't know what she was.
You should probably take a different car.
I did.
Okay.
No, she's saying you should take a different car from the one you were driving earlier during the chase.
Right.
Joe was a child.
Sure. She's
Joe-
not that they can't see.
She's gonna
I'm
cross her
gonna change my
fingers.
car now after all
Okay.
this.
Is Joss there with you right now?
Yes, she's in the car with me here as we speak.
Can
She's
she
aware
hear us?
of us. No, you're not on speakerphone.
Is
I'd
she
actually
vampire
appreciate
too?
if you put her on speakerphone for just a moment. If you could.
I could, but I want to know why.
So
I need to,
Jocelyn's
tell
looking
her
at Joe funny, like she's like,
Yeah,
"Am I
I'm
missing
looking at her funny
something?"
too. I'm like, the hell is he? Like, I'm like looking at her like questioning like the whole hands situation sort of deal. Why?
She needs to make sure that you are safe at all costs. I'm hoping that she'll understand the gravity of the situation.
Wait. Why does she need to make sure I'm okay at all costs?
Because
Wasn't-
she's there with you, and if she went through everything that she went through to get to you during that chase through the city,
I mean,
she's
she
in
did
this
ride on the
for
roof
the
of
long
her
haul.
car. That was pretty freaking romantic. If
Yes.
you ask me.
Well, and you've also indicated that the creature that we have been having premonitions about is after you. So hopefully this Jocelyn will continue to protect you as long as she is there.
Is
Okay.
she a
Well,
vampire
I mean,
too?
that wasn't part of our relationship agreement, but I do like her enough. But I mean,
And so
Um,
again, she looks at Joe again. She's like, "What am I missing?" What-
yeah.
what
Apparently,
are you
you're missing
talking
some
about?
Context here. They want to talk to you, and
Who's they? What's this
my-
relationship agreement thing? What?
God. And she just kind of looks at her hand and then goes, I'm so sorry. I just, this is all relatively new for me too. Okay. I'm with this group of people that kind of investigate sort of surreal, supernatural shit. And
So you're a
apparently-
Ghostbuster? Okay.
yeah, but you know what? Apparently you are too now.
Mhm.
Because you told me earlier, like, oh, apparently I'm too naive for some stuff.
Oh, I didn't
This
say I
is
was
Sly.
a Ghostbuster, but
I'll put it on
okay,
speaker. All right, Sly, you're on speaker with Joss and myself in this beautifully rented vehicle.
she says, "Yeah, it's not beautiful anymore, dear. That this is."
You know what? It adds character. It's still beautiful.
Okay.
Inside.
I'm in
Spoken-
denial.
Spoken like a monkey wrench. I get it. I get it.
Thank you.
Their love language is weird.
We're going through some stuff, okay?
I can tell.
Well, stop telling. Gosh.
Okay, so
Joss.
I've been
Get
added.
on with it.
I've been added to a party line. Hi, everybody
No,
knows me
sorry.
apparently. I have no idea who
Yes.
all of you are.
Hey, it's Charles from the shoot.
You're
Joss.
you're a Ghostbuster?
Yeah, I'm a Ghostbuster.
Okay. Yeah, this got weird fast. But all right, what? So
This is not a Ghostbuster situation. Gosh, that is so trivial.
Yeah, this is a lot worse than ghost busting.
Can we get back to the matter at hand that
Yes.
we need to meet with the sheriff?
Anyway, okay.
Yes,
why
let's
do we
make
need
our
to
way
meet
there. But before we go, Joss, I appreciate what you've done for Joe. you may need to keep protecting her. If that lady manages to get her hands on Joe, that's extraordinarily bad. Not just for her, but for everyone.
Wait. Sly, why does she want me? I haven't done anything.
It's not about what you do. It's about what you are.
Because you are the child that was hiding. She found the child that was hiding.
And so at this point, she just looks at Joe and she's like,
Joe goes pale if she could even do that.
"You're."
Oh.
Okay.
That would
But
make sense.
remember, we cannot discuss this over the phone.
Right.
That's why I'm making
know.
this very just simple and not mentioning any specific terms. But Joss, I appreciate what you've done. Please keep that up. It's going to be dangerous, but we're going to meet up with her as soon as we can to figure this out. Whatever you can do to keep her safe, please do it.
Okay. Mysterious guy on the phone. Yeah.
This is Sly.
As
Not
in-
even better than the mysterious.
As in what he's doing, or that's his name?
And that's his actual name, as far as I know.
Okay. Well, Mr. Sly person. Sure. Yeah. I don't know if she told you what I did, but that's not really going to be a problem. So
excellent.
I'll keep an eye on her.
Thank you. All right, Coven.
And Charles,
Let's go
you
to
and
the
me are
meat.
going to talk when we have a moment.
Yeah.
She just kind of says, "Hey, Charles.
You've got some
Sorry,
you've got some splaining to do."
Yeah. We'll talk when we get a chance. I guess you guys are headed towards the same place we are.
And she looks at
Are
Joe
we?
and she says,
Are
"Are we?"
No.
No. Okay.
Because this
All right.
this car isn't going to make it. I don't think.
No, this car will not make it.
right.
We had a bit of a ride up here to where we're even laying low.
Okay. All
That
right.
demon thing was chasing me hardcore.
Do you need a ride, or are you gonna stay laying low?
We're gonna stay laying low for the moment, but
Okay.
I need to. Oh gosh!
They're gonna have
Don't forget you can call on Clive if you need anything.
I understand that, but I think I
Okay.
need a little bit more influence than Clive.
Okay. All right.
All right.
Yeah.
Stay safe. Let's go.
Let's go. All right.
Okay.
Beep boop.
Okay.
Beat him.
Bee-boo.
Am I able to make a call?
To who?
To Milner.
Yeah.
Stephen
Milner.
Yep. I'm gonna basically, if does he answer first of all? Otherwise, I'm just gonna leave a voicemail.
No, he doesn't answer. But yeah, you can leave a voicemail.
I say, hey, Mr. Milner, I need some help. Unfortunately, I was attacked unprovoked, and there might be a little bit of cleanup, unfortunately. Call me back, XOXO, XYZ, number, whatever.
Okay. 555.
1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. So. And yeah, at that point, as far as where we're laying low, I honestly don't think that I'm not anticipating on leaving that area until I really, really know that like the coast is clear. So I'm guessing it's going to be probably just before dawn or some sort of situation like that, before I end up leaving.
Okay, dope. All right, so the rest of you
to the boat.
Batmobile.
To the boat. Mobile.
Boatmobile.
Oh yeah, what car are we taking? Oh, yeah.
No, I have a car.
Yeah. Okay.
Something
Well,
looking right
I'll pile into Petra's vehicle.
Sly is going to gather a handful of things from his room, and then take his car. That way he can, move to the new location afterwards.
Okay.
Oh, right.
So you guys are taking your respective vehicles. I'm not going to worry about too much about those details. Other than
Who is taking Shar?
You can come with me.
Okay.
I actually want to ride with Sly. I have questions. We don't have to play it out here, but I want to talk with him.
Okay.
Sweet.
Oh yeah,
And-
same, but
Petra will kind of give
So
Cade
it's
a hug and apologize for.
so
or
it's
say
it's
she's
Shar.
sorry.
So it's Shar and Petra in one car, and it's midlife crisis in the others.
Who is midlife? I'm doing great.
All
a
of
knight.
you.
Medieval life crisis.
Medieval.
Yeah, there we go. Oh,
Okay,
that'd be a
so-
great shirt.
So Petra will give Kate a hug and say, I'm sorry about Nigel. That's very sad.
He'll return your hug and say, he will be missed, but there's work to do. Thank you.
So Charlotte and Petra, as you guys are driving over, well, everybody of course is driving over, but driving back over to the dock, which is right on the corner from Petra's house. Charlotte, you end up hearing in your head, so is now a good time?
No. Business. Be back.
But you're certainly busy all of a sudden.
Emergency 911.
But what if this was an emergency?
It's not. Well, not that kind of emergency. A life-threatening emergency.
Well, how
My
and why?
My plantation was attacked.
Oh. Well, why didn't you lead with that? I was going to continue telling you all about my tension and what I was looking to do to relieve that, and you're just dragging me on.
I promise we can talk about it later.
That's all right. Go and continue doing what it is you're doing. I'll manage. I have a 10 o'clock coming, so.
Lovely.
And 10:30 is bringing a friend.
good night.
There's a lot of sexual tension in this episode.
Shar rolls her eyes and ignores him.
Okay.
She's a bit perturbed.
Sure. So we lost Brittany. She stepped off camera, I guess. So the rest of you heading over. They have indicated that it is at a boat. Are you all just going as a group? Or are you hanging back and letting Charlotte and Petra go forward?
Hang back and let them go forward. That way we don't overwhelm them.
Okay. So just to let you know, this is the same location that has the cafe and the occult bookstore. It's that same little region. It has a small dock that it stretches out that has about 20 or so spots for small to mid-sized boats. Plus, it has a restaurant as well as a place where you can get fresh seafood for sale. So
That's on Tybee Island, right?
yes, so it is clear across Savannah.
Yeah.
I
Very
think,
far from Shar's plantation.
Yes,
Yeah, where is Shar's plantation? Is it like going? Is it like going into like Georgia, like
it's right next to
Macon, or-
Charlotte's Web.
Oh, okay.
Which is a nightclub.
That'd be cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, where the 10 o'clock and 10:30 is happening.
That's actually at Golgotha, but close enough.
Oh.
Okay.
I guess we're gonna pause for a moment because I really do need Brittany for this.
I can post Char's plantation is
Oh, that's right.
based
You
off
have.
of somewhere. So
Okay.
I can post that in the chat.
I thought you had like an address already picked out.
Oh, pardon me. I don't know. I can't remember offhand.
Well, while we're waiting for Brittany, what did Cade want to ask Sly?
Cade wanted to ask Sly. So while I do appreciate the being more open most recently, I do have a question that has never been, I never thought to ask, but I want to know now. Why did you fall? You say that you're a demon, but you seem much more angelic than I would expect for one claiming such a title. So I want to know. You also spend a good amount of your time helping people.
That is a story. Let me see if I can simplify so it makes little sense. The reason why all of us fell, those who are like me, is because we couldn't bear to see what was happening to all of you, human beings. We had a reason to rebel. It wasn't all of us. There are still those who are part of the holy host, those who sided with the Creator. But the rest of us, we couldn't bear to let terrible things happen to you. And so we separated ourselves and did what we could to defend you. But ultimately we failed. And it's taken quite a lot of time for me to come back in any form. Not all who are like me are going to act like I am. We all have different ideas of what we would do when we return to the world. And admittedly, my ideas were not nearly as angelic as you say I am now. But when we take a host, it does something. We share what they felt and what they thought before they died. Their memories. I remember most of what Sylvester Gallo went through in his life. And that includes conscience. So it changes how we think, at least for me. Mr. Gallo was a hero, and he didn't deserve to die the way he did. I'd rather spare all of you that same fate, if I can, now that I know an apocalypse is upon us.
I think perhaps this might not be as obvious, especially coming from a places, where you've come from. But I hope that you can understand the gravity and the opportunity that you have here. This is a chance for you, Sly. Well, not just Sly, but also your true self, to do good. This is a chance at redemption. This may this may be your opportunity to make a real change.
You act like what we were doing before wasn't an attempt to make a real change. We saw something terrible in your future and acted upon it when we were ordered not to. That's why we rebelled.
Mhm.
But I know what you mean. I know the propaganda has been filling everyone's minds that all of us are evil incarnate. It's not necessarily the case. But,
I know.
well,
Evil is incredibly subjective. There are plenty who have done lawful things in the name of good that would later be considered evil.
true.
Sure, even the people that we are hunting consider themselves good and not evil. But I just wanted to ask, because I wanted to see, because you're a bit of a contradiction to me. And there have been times where I've wondered if perhaps the best thing I should do would be to face you down myself. But this is going to sound weird, but I actually do see a little bit of myself in you. We are both people trying to make good. And
We are.
yeah. So I hope that we can continue to make good side by side for as long as possible. This is a beautiful world. There are beautiful people in it. And they deserve a fair chance at life.
I agree. And if that means we have to destroy some terrible monsters along the way, so be it.
That's just a bonus.
Well, I'm glad we're on the same page. I made a good decision when I chose you along with Iago here, as he looks to Charles, and Cassandra.
I also...
Whoa!
saw that one.
Wow!
However, I believe the lucky one here is you, Sly. I think that of all of us, you have the furthest road to walk. It would be interesting to see the choices you make along it.
Well, then I leave it to you to perhaps be my extra conscience, then.
Oh, I intend to.
So you two drank the magical Kool-Aid too?
You guys don't get any response from Cash. She just sits in the chair rocking.
Can you check her pulse? Is she alive?
She's moving, so she's alive.
Yeah, she's just rocking back and forth.
Yeah.
Still chewing on her fingernails.
Cassandra, are you okay? Do you need us to stop and get you some water?
No, I saw the symbol, the P in the X in the church, 2 churches on a corner, and the Peaches, they were singing, and then she arrived.
And this was when you were trying to divine who were the people who struck and stole the chalice.
Yes, but she interrupted the vision. She was not supposed to be here, but she's here.
How did she get here?
We don't know enough about werewolf lore and mythology. If she is a terrible werewolf from their apocalyptic stories.
She's hunting Joe. Joe was the child that was hiding.
Okay.
Jerome, in the when we had previously discussed the symbol, the P with the X for this group, do we know them as being just anti anything supernatural, or is would it kind of occur to us that they might be working together with the tall lady with the chain whip?
That's a great question. Does anybody here know what that symbol symbolizes, or who that order was?
Well, yeah, because I thought Petra did.
Yeah, it's
the Chi Rho, right? So
yeah, I could have sworn we had spoken about it, but
I think Char knew something. I'm checking my notes.
Okay,
But
sorry,
yeah,
what did I
she
miss?
tells you guys about the church. She tells you there's 2 churches on a corner, and Peaches singing. So that's.
Well, Char has peaches on her property.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but the church was near a shoreline, I think you mentioned.
Mm-hmm.
The churches.
Yeah.
And then you saw her.
Yeah, there was a church. There was a church with a steeple, and then the Peaches were singing, and then I saw another church on the corner, and then she interrupted the vision. She wasn't supposed to be there. She was not part of the vision.
Did she interrupt the vision, or was she?
She found me. She always finds me. She
You,
always interrupts and finds me.
have you met this woman before? Like, or have you interacted? Has she influenced your dreams before?
This is the same individual that was in her first 2 apocalyptic visions. The one
Yes.
with the barbs and the whip.
The
But
wound. The one that gave me the wound.
okay, so she has attacked you in these dreams before.
All right. From now on, we need to be careful if we ever have you look into a past or a future. If this being can actually interact with your visions that easily, apparently the closer she actually is, the closer she is.
She's a demon. A demon. A
Huh.
demon.
Do we know for sure that she's a? Because I guess we were under the impression that she was some sort of werewolf creature, but let's see, does the werewolf pantheon like skew into demons on the bad side of it?
I do remember Petra mentioning this before, that she was one of those black spiral dancers, the things that were going after her relation, Courtney.
Where is Courtney? Is Courtney okay?
From what I've heard from her, she's apparently fine. I'm not so sure. She's hiding something.
We should definitely make sure that Courtney is someplace safe, especially after the events of tonight with the attack on Joe.
Wasn't there like a boy also that's a part of the dream? That was a part of the vision? There was the little girl that is Joe. So who's the little boy? The chalice is the chalice.
Is it possible? Because there were 2 dreams. There was one where there was the giant woman searching the city looking for a missing child. Is it possible that the boy and the girl from the other vision was the child, the 2 children that we rescued from the Straggle? Or is that because there's been 3 visions so far, and I'm not sure how often they crisscross in terms of the information.
She was not part of the Stragulate. I didn't see the Stragulate.
From the visions, there were the 3 individuals on crosses, 1 in the first and 2 in the second. In the first, it was somebody from that religious order with the PX symbol.
Oh, the people that were hung up on the crosses.
The second was apparently Joe, along with another boy. We're not quite sure who that is. But whatever and whoever these people are, we can't let that barbed whip woman gather them.
Could it
Spells
be
disaster.
Could it be the one that Charlotte is supposed to save?
Don't know. It's possible.
It's
So,
the only
we'll-
boy I can think of.
We'll pause right there for that while we get to Charlotte and Petra going to the boat now that we have Petra back. She has defeated her router demons.
Hiya.
Okay, so as you two go walking past the restaurant, lively crowd right now. People are having dinner. A little bit of live music being played. You can see one faint light on in the boat. So it looks like maybe somebody's there. Usually the light's not on.
Okay, we approach the boat.
Yeah.
Okay, so you walk in there. And as you both come in there, Lillian grabs you both by the collars and throws you both up against the side of the wall.
I'm gonna reach for a firearm. in my
Okay,
sweater.
so you start reaching. She says, "Don't bother. Don't even try it."
What do you want? You called us here and you throw us against the wall.
Yeah,
What
it
is
was
this?
for a different matter. What are you doing with the demon boy?
What?
I didn't stutter. And I know you and I specifically spoke about that, Petra.
The fallen angel? You mean?
You can mince words about however you want to, or whatever you want to call him. But yeah, the demon.
Look, things are a little more complicated than we would like them to be.
You don't know the half of it.
Can you explain the other half then?
Well, assuming there's going to be another half to explain, she lets go and she says, before I continue, you're going to need to know that's going to be a problem. That how this
I already
plays out
know
is
it's
how
a problem.
But how this plays out is how this plays out. She says, I've been warning you guys that this city was a powder keg and it was ready to blow. I don't know who caused what to happen downtown or why exactly the police are all over the place over this dynamic car chase.
Okay.
But Daniel has made his move.
Oh, great.
You may not notice it right now, but there's fighting in the streets as we talk.
Great.
And if this
What do you need?
if this doesn't go the way Prince Huxley wants it to go, just know that you guys are next. Unless for some reason he has some sort of ace up his sleeve, I can't imagine Daniel Parker is going to want you guys around. He seems to have his own people out there that are backing his play.
I definitely don't need this right now. Okay, well, what do you need? And how does the demon boy fit in?
Well, the demon boy's bringing the hunters. We don't need hunters because they're going to try and target us as well as you two. They're going to kill pretty indiscriminately. That was the big reason why he was on everybody's radar.
That is true.
So I don't know what Daniel Parker, what ace he's got up his sleeve, but this whole, whatever happened here today, he's using as his checkered flag to start the race. And it's gotten ugly fast. As far as we know, and she looks to Charlotte, she says, I'm going to be speaking some Greek here. I can't stop to catch you up, so you're probably going to need to talk to Petra. She says, but the Giovanni have gone to ground. I don't know where exactly they're at. My gang is running itself ragged, dealing with whatever Daniel's got going on and trying to clean up this mess that went downtown.
Where is Daniel's team?
Right now, I don't know. I do know that Prince Huxley's Haven was struck, and so I'm still trying to figure out if where exactly she's at. She's a durable piece of work, so I'm positive she's alive. I just don't have contact with her at this point.
Do you know where his haven is?
No, I do not. He was wise enough to keep that off the radar.
He's fairly well known in town, right?
He is.
His name is known.
Not in those circles, but with other kindred, yes.
So not public circles.
No.
I don't know, maybe we could lay a trap for him and send the hunters on his tail.
Maybe.
But your people would need to not be there when they got there.
Yeah, but here's the problem with that. We know the ATF is in town as well, remember? So if the feds are in town, they may be allowing their little religious lackeys to kick stuff up, and they come in to pick off whatever whatever they spot when the dust settles. And again, I don't think that they're going to care who it is they pick off.
Okay, I don't know how to handle this. I don't know what you expect from us.
Well, I would have expected help, but now that you're in with the demon or whatever, I don't know what to expect. So, and she looks directly at Petra at this point. She says, "Are we still good? Is this still a thing, or do I need to start worrying about you and these other people that you're with now?"
In what sense?
I don't know whose side you're on right now. Originally, I thought it was ours.
I'm not against you.
That's not very reassuring.
There are a lot of things going on. We've been saving children from demons.
But you're with one. So remind me how exactly...
Different demons.
Different demons. So what is he? Great value demon?
Well, I haven't witnessed him torture any children.
I'll give it time. And to top it, do either of you know where Joe is at?
She's in a safe house. She was attacked by some demon werewolf, apparently.
Okay, what's with all the demons?
I think this one is metaphorical. But
This isn't your Christianity leaking in here, and you're just calling everything demon.
no, I'm a
I'm
little
being
more
snarky,
discerning
but
than
I'm
that.
being kind of serious.
I understand.
Well, if you have word, then she needs to stay down.
I think she knows that.
Well, that might be the case, but Daniel's looking for her.
Oh.
Why?
I don't. Well, I don't know how much you know about who we are, but word has gotten out that she's not a thin blood. I can't confirm it. I don't really know, but the word is she's not a thin blood. She's actually duskborn.
I don't know what that means.
Part of the vampire apocalyptic lore.
In so many words, according to the prophecy that came down from Cain, our blood is supposed to get thinner and thinner with each generation, to the point that we can no longer sire anymore. And when it becomes thin like water, aka the thin bloods, and they can no longer sire, that's supposed to be a sign of the apocalypse, of Gehenna. We've already got the red star out. We've already got other problems that are stirring that up. Now that there's a duskborn in play that's here, it's got everybody rightly spooked.
Okay, but what does she have to do with it? Is she?
I don't know. He's a Tremere, or he's a Ventru. I'm sure he's got some Tremere in his ear, giving him some sort of like witchy lore that she's important for some reason. He could be a hardcore Nodist. I'm not entirely sure. It could be a religious thing for him. It could be a way for him to rally the troops.
Killing the messenger is going to stop all this? That just...
Again, I don't play... You know me well enough to know I don't play the politics game. I don't know the whole story behind it all. I just know this is the mythology. That's probably where they're coming from. Daniel, however, has made it pretty well known he wants this a vampire-only city. It's his way of trying to control the city at large. It means he's going to push out anybody else that doesn't fit.
Okay, well, I guess we'll add him to the list of people we need to take down.
Close to the top.
I don't know what we can do except watch for it, though. We really don't have better information on his whereabouts or his operations.
I had. I certainly had. He switched everything. He switched everything before this all took place.
Okay.
As soon as the Prince's Haven got struck, that's the first place I went and looked. So that's why I know he's not at Addis Haven. He had something else set up, which is smart. He let people believe he was at one place and he's really somewhere else. But if you want to help, I don't know if you have any. I don't know what powers that you or your group happen to have, but take a pass at Prince Huxley's estate. See what you can turn up. I'm going to be busy trying to put out other fires and trying to keep the masquerade in order.
Yeah, I think she's going to look to Charlotte and say, I think we could probably do a drive-by and see what it looks like.
I think that's in order.
Just make sure if any of my kind spots you, specifically Terrence, he sees somebody he recognizes, given it's wartime, he may act before asking. So don't go skulking about, try to be obvious about what it is you're doing. I know that's kind of counterintuitive, but if you really are our friends, I don't want to see you get popped with some sort of Tremere magic.
Okay.
Much appreciated.
If you find out more about Daniel Parker and his operation,
Oh, believe me,
please let us know.
believe me, I'm going to be looking into it because there's no way he wants me around.
Okay.
But just know this is becoming a fight for the city. So at least, well, their agents could probably strike at you during the day as well. So, but be that it may, keep your keep looking over your shoulder until this is over.
Thank you.
We have the address.
Yeah, she provides you the address.
Okay. All right.
Oh, and one more thing. I don't know where Jason Bishop lines up. He was the keeper of the Elysium. He's not right in the head. And Prince Huxley was really the only one that kept him in line. He has a depraved fetish for pretty women. If we're lucky, he's preying on human women, and that's something I can probably clean up. If we're not lucky, he may you guys may run into him.
Are you opposed to us defending ourselves?
No, of course not. But if you do, I expect to be alerted immediately. You're gonna need
Fair
me.
enough.
You're gonna need me there to help clean up, anyways. And I'm hoping he hasn't sided with Daniel Parker. I'm hoping he's just a wild card. But I wanted to put that out there because I know you guys have people close to you that might line up with his fetish.
I'm assuming Elysium is not this Saturday, then?
That is correct.
Okay.
Don't show up at the party.
No potluck this time.
We are the potluck.
Brr, 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 brr.
What's his name? Jason what?
Jason Bishop.
No!
Okay.
Anything else we should know about?
Do you know who the speed demon was that was racing through town?
Yes.
You do?
Theoretically.
Okay. Can you share?
Did you meet Cassandra?
No.
She's
What's a Cassandra?
colleague of ours. She's voodoo type person. She's had
I know who she is.
she's had visions.
We've never met, but I know who she is.
She saw this woman in her visions. And after asking around, it sounds like she is a werewolf, particularly a corrupted werewolf.
Is there really any other kind?
Evidently, yes.
Great.
I mean, probably worse than Sabat. Possessed, you might even say, and this woman is apparently real, and she is very statuesque, kind of barbaric looking, wears black leather, and carries a spiked whip.
And 7 feet tall.
Okay, well, I was going to say some of that's pretty common, but the large Red Sonja chick isn't going to be all that common. So
Yeah, apparently she found Joe at her place of business and then chased her across town.
Huh. Well, Joe works for the Giovanni. That might explain why they went to ground.
So.
Okay. I'm going to keep my eyes out for this Amazonian winch then, because she's caused me no amount of headache with her antics driving around town. If you hear from Joe, which I'm certain you will, I appreciate the efforts to maintain the masquerade. Yeah, and of course, continue to lay low.
We'll relay the message.
And yeah, that's it then.
Okay.
Watch yourself with the hunters. And if you have any bookkeeping that you might want to go back over, or records that you might need to judiciously hide or correct, money that needs to be laundered or something, you might want to get it done fast.
Because of Parker.
No, not so much because of Parker, because of the feds.
Oh, right.
If they suspect you're supernatural of any kind, you could imagine they're going to come up with all kinds of weird, trumped up charges, just so they could take a look at whatever records that you have.
Right. Okay. Be careful.
All right. You as well. Keep me up to date here at the boat.
Make sure you're wearing the necklace.
Right. Oh, I plan to. Oh, well, she looks down too. Sorry, I am.
Excellent. Shall we go, Petra? I have a lot of questions.
Yeah. We need an alibi, so let's swing by the cafe, and I'm going to pack up a delivery for Prince Huxley at her address.
Okay.
So we'll head out of the boat. We should probably let the others know.
I'll send them a text. Should we all meet at the your place?
Yeah, okay. Tell them to come to the cafe.
Okay, I sent him a text. Follow us to the cafe.
Text back. Will do.
To the cafe.
New phone.
And while
Who dis?
so Petra's gonna unlock the door and go in, and then she'll tell Charlotte to just hang tight for a second, and then she's gonna go into the house and just check on the family.
Okay.
Are you going to go alone?
To my home?
Yes, there's been attacks throughout the city. Actually, there was a... I wanted to actually make sure that your daughter was okay.
Sure. Cade, why don't you come with me? Wait, are you guys there yet?
I assumed we had.
Yeah, we were following you.
Yeah, we would have followed you there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll put out some cookies for everybody while Kate and I go to my house.
Okay.
Look through the refrigerator for milk.
At the
Yes, you can
cafe?
have some milk.
We raid.
Yeah, at the cafe.
We raid the cafe pantry.
Yeah.
It's been a long night, an
Yeah.
incredibly long night.
Can't have chocolate chip cookies without milk.
What?
The other customers are like, they can just go behind the counter? What the heck?
No,
I
they
think
cl-
the cafe's closed. It's just not open for dinner.
yeah,
Oh, okay.
they close after 15 minutes.
Yeah.
Okay, so as you guys are, as the rest of you go to the cafe, Petra and Cade, you guys go walking right around the corner, literally, to Petra's house. Lights left on, like Tom Bodette.
Yeah, I'll just, I'm going to put on the glasses.
Okay.
What? Oh, you're just scratching your chair. Okay. All right. Yeah, I'm going to put on the glasses and head inside.
Okay, so you walk inside. Courtney is just sitting on the couch right now, watching some TV, since it's late at night. Micah presumably is already in bed, and Arabella is sitting in a chair just kind of kicking back with her feet up.
Oh, good. Arabella, I was hoping that you might still be here.
Arabella is, she's an average looking young woman, bookwormish type. A little on the thin side, but not like emaciated. She's got kind of a light brown, almost dishwater blonde style hair. She says, "Oh, hey, Petra. What's with the Dwayne Wayne classes?"
Just a precaution.
For sudden
Actually,
fashion sense?
Can I roll for the glasses?
Yeah, go ahead.
Was it difficulty 8?
Yeah.
I have to open Discord again. Shadow wants to play.
Let Shadow roll the dice.
There you go.
Brittany
very
won't ever
good
get
at-
it back.
Oh,
Yeah.
Where did you put your dice anyway?
oh.
Oh,
We have a kitchen sighting.
Yep, she's all, look at my butt.
The world has to know.
no keyboards for you. That's my tape measure. Leave it alone. 2 successes.
2 successes?
Yeah.
Okay. So you can tell that Arabella is calm. She has a little bit of I think they're like, it's like a jaggedy or a sort of thing.
Is she like a young woman, Jerome, Arabella, or is she like
College age.
college age? Okay.
Here we go. It's but her aura is bright and vibrant,
Okay. And I don't see anything
Which-
else in the room.
which looks different than Courtney's.
Okay. Okay. So I'll,
But yes, you
and
don't
I
see, you don't see anything else
Okay.
outside of what you've already
Um,
seen on Kate.
Right. Okay. So I'll pocket the glasses in my sweater.
And she says,
and,
"Who's the guy with you?"
This is my friend Cade.
Good evening.
I believe that
What's up?
Yong is familiar with him.
Oh, okay.
Actually, I think you two have met as well when we met Bill.
Yes, I do believe we met
Oh.
that night.
Sorry. Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
I didn't recognize your face.
Oh,
We
just-
we need to go out on patrol. I wanted you to not leave the house. There's stuff going on that you need to not be around.
Yeah, Yong mentioned something was going on, so I figured it'd probably be a good idea if I just hung out around the house. I didn't think you'd have a problem with it.
I really appreciate it. Yeah, just check on Micah every now and then.
Yeah, we'll do.
Okay.
And Courtney's
all right.
looking obviously a little bit concerned, and she's just like, "Do I need to know? Like, what's going on?"
It's complicated, and I don't really have time to explain tonight.
Okay. Arabella's like, "Should I talk to the guys and move this elsewhere?"
You know what? I should probably call Young and let him know myself. Actually, if you have someplace kind of like a safe house, maybe it would be a good idea for you to take them there.
Okay, we'll do, and we do.
Okay.
I'll let the gang know, and she just motions to Courtney. She says, "Courtney, why don't you just go ahead and gently get Micah up? I'll let the other guys know we're inbound."
Okay. Be careful. Keep your phone charged.
And Courtney nods. She quickly gets up and gives Petra a hug, and she says, she says, "Will you be careful out there too, Mom?"
Of course. I will. I'll be in touch.
So she goes to the back to go get Micah.
Some text appears on the top of the screen that says Kate approves.
Okay, let's go. Hope the others didn't eat us out of business.
I should hope not. But yes, I think that is a smart move to get your family as far from danger as possible.
Okay, and I know we're about ready to get into a scene. I'll go ahead and pause here, so that because we're already at like over 3 hours. All right, so we've got a couple things we need to do. Do we have any birthdays this month?
Me.
Hooray!
Abby!
Abby!
Abby with the birthday XP. So, Abby, why don't you roll us the monthly XP as well as the birthday XP? It's going to be
Okay.
1d4 plus 1 for the birthday or for the monthly XP, and 1d6 plus 1 for the birthday XP.
Okay. 1d4 for
1d4 plus 1. That's for the monthly.
yep. Three.
Okay. Cool.
That's
Sorry.
a 4, no?
Nope, it's 4.
Yeah, total of 4.
It's
So
Nice.
4. Now roll
And-
1d6 plus 1.
And 4 again.
Wow.
Nice.
Nice. So 8 for the month. Very cool. So now we have RP votes to do. So we're going to start off with Jorge.
Oh, dang it. I was hoping you wouldn't start with me. I am going to vote for Joe for escaping with her life.
So vote for Rachel for Go-Go Speed Racer.
Yeah.
Okay.
The Fast and the Joeyous.
Nice.
Yes.
Too fast, too joyous.
I don't have friends. I have liabilities that I can't tell anything to.
Okay, Dale.
Let's see. I am actually going to go with Brittany for like dealing with straddling the line between worlds here and having to deal with that.
Okay.
Thank you for the acknowledgement. She's juggling a lot of balls right now.
Yeah.
Abby.
I'm gonna go for Dale for his angel description and general well-being for all.
Okay. Brittany.
To Rachel
Okie doke.
for being the star.
Alrighty. So you'll have to unmute yourself, Rachel. You're still muted. We cannot hear you.
Yeah, you're still muted.
She may have to unplug and plug her headset back in or something dumb. Sometimes it likes to go out on her. Okay, while she's doing that, Shelly.
I had to roll because it was between George and Rachel won.
Okay. Davy
Rachel.
Crockett.
Whoa, camera not available.
And she knocked out all the things.
But yeah, no, Rachel. The race scene was beyond awesome.
It
Okay.
was epic.
Yeah, Rachel gets it regardless. So
I would have voted for Jocelyn for girlfriend power. And
Oh
leaping
yeah,
onto
actually,
the-
yeah,
I
I'm
voted
gonna
for-
vote for
yeah,
Jocelyn.
That was super cool.
Or hardcore parkour.
Yes.
yeah, and for the adrenaline whoopee.
Yeah,
Oh, okay. Making whoopee.
yeah. I was gonna say like when Lillian was like, make sure that Joe stays safe, and then like immediate smash cut to her and Jocelyn just making out.
You guys know.
Yes.
Cool.
Good.
My vote was going to be for Dale because his reveal of who he is and what he is very dramatically.
Gotcha. Okay, so the RP vote goes to Rachel.
Yay.
So Rachel, go ahead and write down 2 additional extras.
Sweet.
Maybe you'll have enough now for an extra drive.
I do now. Actually, I was only one short. I actually increased my dex for this last game or for this game, and I was one short for drive.
Yeah.
Funny enough.
Nice.
Yep, have the XP now.
So cool. I'm glad you guys liked it.
Char needs to take her car to the Giovanni shop.
Well, not now.
Not now. Not right now.
Well, you could take it just to Joe,
Not right now.
And well, right, but and
Apparently,
pay,
she's the target of a few shit. So yeah.
Yeah, there's a bunch of insurance companies after her.
Char has a few things souped up, but not everything.
not like that
Not like that.
with the NOS. Okay, so so thank you guys all for hanging out with us and tuning in. And anybody who catches it on the replay, tomorrow night is our Marvel Superheroes game, Modern Age Heroes. Lots of big reveals coming for that particular game. Looking forward to it. So that game starts at 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time because we don't change time zones here, but the rest of the world does. And then next week on Wednesday will be Cyberpunk on the 19th.
Let's go.
At 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So thank you guys for hanging out with us, and we'll catch you again next time. Good night, guys.
Night.